Hello Team LCPS, this is Doug Straley, your proud superintendent, and thanks for tuning in today to this broadcast as we enjoy the opportunity to cheer on our Lions. To our Team LCPS students, parents, staff, and community members, thank you. Thank you for everything you've done to make this unique school year a success. It has taken a team effort to make the magic happen. In this community, our school board, our local leaders, and our local businesses have all joined together to get the job done. And especially to our parents out there, thank you for your continued support. You're the best of the best. And as your superintendent, please know I'm always here for you. And if you need anything, it's certainly my privilege to serve you. Thanks again for cheering on our Lions today. Enjoy the broadcast. Let's go, Lion Nation. Let's hear the roar.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Louisa Lions football on a warm, sunny night up in near Crozet, right, Dickie?
That's right. That's where we're at, Tommy.
All right, this is Tommy Nelson, Dickie Purcell, and the Louisa County Lions engineering crew helping us out here tonight as we get this game. Big, important game for both teams, Dickie, both of them with playoff aspirations.
Yes, Louisa right now is ranked number 4 in their region. And ahead of Louisa are Monacan, King George, and Patrick Henry. And Louisa, all of those teams are unbeaten, Tommy. And right now, Louisa's number 4. Monacan and King George, I believe, are tied for number 1. Patrick Henry is number 3. So, and the interesting thing is who they play tonight. Monacan and Powhatan play. That is a huge ball game with playoff implications because Monacan's unbeaten. Powhatan's lost 1. If Powhatan loses tonight, they're out. And if they beat Monacan tonight, it's turning into a wild scramble. Patrick Henry played their toughest foe from Hanover County. They play Hanover tonight, so that'll be an interesting ball game. And King George has what should be a no contest. They play Caroline tonight. And their final game of the season next week is against Spotsylvania. That could be interesting. But King George is really rolling. Beat Cortland 52-29 last week. And the week before, they beat Easton Butte 35-6. They seem to have gotten it together over there. And Monacan is one of the top 5 teams in the Richmond area. So that's kind of what we're looking at in the playoffs on Louisa's side. On the Western Albemarle side, Western is the number 4 seed in their region. And so you might as well say this is a playoff game, Tommy. If one of these teams loses tonight, they may very well be out of the playoffs.
Yeah, we look at the fact Louisa comes in and has a problem coming into the game tonight.
Yeah, they have a problem. As we understand, Caleb Shelton, who got hurt last week in the Fluvanna game, is still nicked up. And we are not sure how much we're going to see of him tonight. But we know he is not 100% from what we can understand. So, and he's Louisa's top running back, and this was going to be a real duel tonight between Caleb Shelton and Austin Shiflett, Tommy, for Albemarle, the 2 best running backs, I would say, without question, in the Jefferson District.
And I would think both teams would be riding those horses coming in tonight, too. And you look at the fact that Western's defense is what's come on so strong. 2 weeks in a row, they've thrown shutouts.
Yeah, last week they whitewashed their neighboring rival Albemarle 36-0, Tommy. And so I don't think it's any doubt. I read something that Coach Raymond had this week on the sports, and he said that how COVID had affected them and what they have to deal with. And he's just glad they're out there on the football field, but I don't think it's any question Western has gotten much better since they lost that ball game to Monticello 17-10, the opening game in overtime.
Yeah, Shiflett is the main running back for them. They've got a lot of youngsters in other positions.
Yeah, they do. They got a youngster at quarterback. Nathan Simon is the starting quarterback for Western. He's a freshman, 5'7", 150 pounds. Austin Shiflett is a Don Nottingham-type running back, 5'8", 203, Tommy. And is Dustin Bubba Shiflett will also be running the ball tonight for Western. He's 5'4", 150. He's a sophomore. Austin Shiflett is a senior.
All right, for Louisa, Landon Wilson now going to have to be handing off to some different options, and he has quite a few of them because most games Louisa has run at least 11 guys during the game.
Yes, And the guy I think is going to be getting a lot of carries tonight is going to be Jordan Smith, Tommy.
I would think Smith's going to be a main target
right
in the air and on the ground. And then you look at some others. Armani Comfort, even though he plays a wide out, he had a big run last week too. So it may see him doing, because he's a little bit bigger back than these youngsters that they've got in Nathan Marsh and some of the others.
All right, well, I will say this. Caleb Shelton is running the football because they just handed off to him in pregame warm-ups. So I'm sure he's testing that injury. But we're going to see Caleb Shelton tonight. I don't think there's any question about that. It's just a question about how much his injury is going to affect him.
Yeah, and it not only pain can get to you, but it gets to you mentally when you know, I don't want to hurt myself further.
Right.
So that's one of the things there. We look at this game, and as we say, the Lions come in with a streak on the line. You talked about it last week.
Yeah, they won 34 in a row regular season games, Tommy. And the other thing I'm going to talk about is we've had so many strange things happen on these trips to Crozet over the years, Tommy. Some off-the-field things and some on-the-field things. I can remember we came up here. Western Albemarle was 9-0. Louisa was about 500. Last game of the season, everybody thought Western was going to have that perfect 10-0 season. Zach Jackson had a phenomenal game that night. Louisa upset Western Albemarle. Then we've come up here when you and I and Barron would talk coming into the stadium, how many points we thought Louisa was going to score that night. Well, that didn't happen. We've come up here when we thought Louisa was going to win and Western won. Anything can happen when you go to Crozet, Tommy.
Yeah, the world turns upside down here. Exactly what's happened. Coach Ed Redmond, though, he's been here a few years now, and this program is consistent year in and year out.
Yes, they are, Tommy. No question about that. They're consistent. Yes.
All right, we look at Louisa, and as they say, Shelton has the bulk of the yardage for him. He has 508 of their 1,275 yards this year. He's carried 63 times over the 164 that Louisa has carried the ball. Wilson's got 292 yards on 31 carries. Smith, 15 carries, 152 yards. Talley has 11 carries for 76 yards. So Talley, Walker, Walton, McGee, Coleman, Beach, Comfort, and Fisher, there's some guys we may see carrying the ball.
Yep, we've seen him carry the ball in other games. I don't think there's any question. This is going to be Louisa's toughest game of the year. I don't think there's any question about that. I think we could be in for a real football game, a Bonds burner here tonight, Tommy.
Yep, back to basketball. It is that time of year. Anybody got a sheet that looks any way good on the NCAA? I still got one team, I think, in it, Gonzaga.
Mine's finished, Tommy. Yes, my sheet is finished. Yep.
Who did you have winning?
I had Gonzaga, but I'd have lost so many before it even gets to that. I'm out. Yes.
Well, you still might have the eventual winner. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking at, too. I may have the eventual winner.
I still think Gonzaga is going to win it, but it's been some great basketball to watch, Tommy. These upsets have been really interesting to watch, and you and I talked about it last week a little bit. We were both glad to see those Buckeyes go down.
Yeah, and if you look now, they talk for years now about, the West Coast is terrible. The West Coast is terrible. Guess who's got the most schools left in there?
The West Coast got
West
4.
Coast.
That's right.
Yep.
And both Oregon schools, ain't it? Oregon and Oregon State.
Yep. 2 from the ACC, 2 from the Big East, I guess it's called that. 2 from, I believe it's the Big 12, 1 from the Big 10 left.
Yeah, just 1, Michigan. Yeah.
That's right.
And all you hear all the year was how great the Big 10 was. Well, I guess we're finding out now how great the Big 10 was.
Yeah, the Ohio state of Ohio wasn't too good last week. All right, we're getting ready for football here. We're getting the teams lined up. We've got approximately 6 minutes to go to game time. And, Dickie, we've been doing this so many years now in so many different ways. It's very interesting to think that we come up on a Friday night. It's almost April. Spring has already begun.
Yeah.
It was 80 degrees or so today. The wind was blowing April showers or March wind, I guess.
Yeah, March wind.
Yeah, we've had the April showers in March. But things have dried off great. Of course, this field is a synthetic field, so they didn't have to worry about that.
Right.
But things dried up good in my yard anyway.
Yep.
we'll see as the Western Albemarle band in the background, they've got things going. And let everybody know again about the fact that playoffs are only going to be 4 teams
That's
in
right.
each region.
That's right. Only 4 teams, Tommy, will make the playoffs this year. And while we're waiting to get this thing underway, Tommy, I'll give you some scores from last week. It was King George over Cortland, 52-29. Spotsylvania beat Caroline, 55-0. Western Albemarle beat Albemarle, 36-0. Powhatan beat Cosby, and that's a Division 6 school, 53-0. Patrick Henry of Ashland over Atlee, 28-6. And now we're getting ready for the national anthem, I believe, Tommy.
Yep. The Western Albemarle band is to our left up here as we're getting ready for the playing of it. The announcement's being made right before the band gets on here.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please
here we go. Everyone please rise. You can do it at home even.
As the Western Albemarle Pep Band plays our national anthem.
All right, the Western Albemarle band with the national anthem as we're 2 minutes away just about from kickoff. And what is a very, very important game for both teams. And you get this late in the season, you got to keep winning.
That's right, Tommy. And not any room for error, really. I don't think in Louisa's region with only 4 teams going there's any room for error. I think you pretty much got to run the table to make it. And Western Albemarle has lost 1 game. They can't afford another loss either to knock them out of it. So we got what amounts to a playoff football game here tonight, Tommy.
And Louisa will have a home game next Friday against Albemarle to finish the regular season. The officials at midfield and captains will be headed out.
I think they've already had the coin toss, okay. Tommy. I think the coaches and the officials do the coin toss before the game.
This year.
They met out at the field, the coaches and the officials, and I think we've already had the coin toss.
All right, and interesting, there are a couple of kickers for Western Albemarle. One of them is a girl, Ellie Smart, 5'9", 130, kicker.
Senior.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the main kicker is Embry Pulich, number 88, 6'4", 172, junior. It may come down to special teams here tonight.
Yes, it could.
Could come down to who makes the least mistakes, too.
Yes.
Western took advantage of all Albemarle mistakes last week.
And the other thing we noticed, Tommy, coming up the road, we didn't notice the wind blowing too bad, but if you look at that flag down there, it's whipping pretty good.
Could affect the passing game, but I don't think we're going to see Western put it in the air a whole lot. I would almost say 70% of their plays are going to be to Austin Shifley.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that. Yeah, they got a horse. They're going to ride him. Yep.
So this first series is going to be important for both teams.
Yeah, because the one thing about Louisa, Tommy, they've controlled the line of scrimmage in the ball games that they played. That offensive and defensive line done a great job for the Lions. And let's see if they can continue to do that tonight. I think that could be a real key in this football game.
Yeah, they've given up only 350 total yards in their 4 games.
And that's only about 90 yards a game.
Yeah, 87.5 to
Right.
be exact.
Right.
And they have put up 1,519 or 300 and almost 80 yards per game.
Yep.
I don't think they're going to get quite that many this week.
All right. Getting ready to get underway here in the biggie tonight. Western Albemarle Warriors, Louisa Lions. And I believe it's going to be Louisa kicking off. Tommy, let's see.
Yep.
Yep.
They will be going east to west.
Louisa's going to kick off, and back deep for Western is going to be number 16, and that's William Ferguson, and number 21, that's Bubba Shiflett.
And up front, in front of Bubba, is Austin Shiflett. Lundy will be kicking off.
Yeah, and they got Austin Shiflett up in a position where if it's a short kick, he might be the one who gets his hands on the football. That could be interesting.
All right. Here we go. It's going to be a high short kick, fair catch called for at the 32-yard line. Oh, excuse me, 37-yard line, I believe, where they're going to mark it, of Western Albemarle.
Joseph Birch was the guy who made the fair catch, Tommy.
Okay. So Western Albemarle will take over. They'll mark it at the 39, actually, it looks like. Nope.
Well, no, they're going backwards now, Tommy. They're going to mark it on the 35.
35. All right. 1st and 10. The young quarterback.
Nathan Simon, a freshman.
But he's got Shiflett right behind him. Shiflett, no, he's going to roll to his right, looking downfield, wants to throw downfield, and he's going to be hit for a loss.
Yep. Run down in the backfield, Tommy. Dean was one of the guys there for Louisa. And the other guy running him down in the backfield for the Lions was number 22, Jeremiah Madison.
Going to be a loss of 1.
2nd down and 11 coming up for the Western Warriors. A beautiful afternoon for football, Tommy. Beautiful.
All right. Up to the line of scrimmage again. Surprised me if they wanted to throw on the first play. Now they're going to give it to Austin Shiflett. He's going to fight ahead and still pushing. He's going to pick up a couple yards. Up to the 36. He's going to pick up 2, and it's going to be 3rd and 9.
Dean in on that stop also for the Louisa Lions. 3rd and 9. I think maybe they thought they might catch Louisa napping on that first play, Tommy. It's the reason they tried that rollout pass, but it didn't.
Spencer Howard comes in as one of the wideouts now. Spencer Powell, excuse me, number 27. Here he is, going to pitch it out to Shiflett. Shiflett's got an opening, carrying some people with him, gets away from 2 or 3 guys, but then goes down, and it's going to be short of the first down. It's going to be a 4th and 5.
Yeah, getting up off the bottom of the pile is Troy Fisher. Also getting up off that pile for Louisa is number 2, Chase Miller. All right, Lions are going to punt the Albemarle Warriors, Western Warriors are going to punt the football. But, Tommy, you see what Shiflett could do because he broke 1 or 2 tackles that time.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And was spinning. There we go.
Low snap. Ooh, they almost blocked it. A low kick. It's going to take a good Western bounce. And the Lions are going to take over on the 24-yard line.
Okay.
1st and 10, Louisa from their own 24.
All right.
All right.
Let's see who the Lions have in the backfield starting out this game. Western's defense, they've been very stingy. 2 weeks in a row, they've thrown shutouts. Their first game of the year, even when they played Monticello and lost in overtime, they only gave up 17 points.
Yep. All right, the Lions huddling up over across the way, getting ready for their first offensive play of the afternoon. And here they come onto the field.
I don't see the play clock on, actually, on my end.
Wilson's in the backfield, and in the backfield with him is Jordan Smith, not Caleb Shelton.
And Fisher is the blocking back to the left of him.
Yep. Wilson.
Gonna give it to Smith.
Jordan
Smith cuts
Smith
it.
got some running room, and he got up to about the 27-yard line. Give him a gain of 3, 2nd and 7 for the Lions. So it looks like Shelton not going to be starting tonight. We have to see how much he plays. Jordan Smith is in there to start running back for Louisa. He's a 6 foot, 185-pound junior, and his big brother Brandon is up at Penn State.
All right, here we go. 2nd and 7. Wilson going to hand it off Smith again. Smith up to the 30.
And a host of Warriors that time to bring him down.
Going to be a gain of 2, so we're going to have a 3rd and 5 coming up.
Yep. Let's see if the line's aired out. Fisher's going out of the lineup, and Louisa may be getting ready to air it out. Into the ball game for Louisa comes Chase Miller.
He's been his main target this year.
Yep.
Of course, he's got Andy Prophet also at one of the tight ends, Bundrick at a tight end, Armani Comfort. Comfort's going to go to the left. Miller's to the right. Logan McGee on the left side, too.
And something's wrong. I think Louisa is going to take a timeout. I don't think he got enough people on the field.
Delay of game.
Delay of game.
Yeah, that's what I said. The play clock is not on down in the left corner.
That's a difficult, because that changes a 3rd and 5 to a 3rd and 10, Tommy.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Lions out of the huddle, up to the line of scrimmage.
Wilson to call this.
They're going to run it. And he's not going to get much. Me and Weston had 11 guys on the field, Tommy. I think 10 of them went on that tackle.
Yep, it was a 2-yard gain. It'll bring up a 4th down and 7 for the Lions.
That was some gang tackling by Weston. They're swarming at these Louisa backs. No doubt about that.
Yeah, I had read that their linebackers were really playing well this year.
All right. Neither team been able to get a first down on that first offensive possession here tonight.
Logan McGee will be kicking, and back deep, I believe that is number 12 or 22.
All right, waiting for the snap.
Joseph Birch back deep.
Nice.
Good.
High punt.
Beautiful.
Beauty.
Fair catch called for.
And he made the catch, too. That was a nice job
Yep.
by Birch, because Birch looked like he was kind of struggling making that fair catch, Tommy, but he made it, and that would have been a bad place to drop that football right there.
They're going to mark it at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Both teams 4 and out.
Yep, and Weston gained 5 yards on that change of possession, Tommy.
Yep.
Last drive started on the 35. This one is just about touching the 40-yard line.
I'd take a punt like that any day, though.
Right.
That was a beautiful punt. High, a little deep.
And he had some trouble catching it, too.
It was about a 25, 26-yard, close to a 30-yard punt in the air.
All right, here comes Weston.
See if we
Shiflett.
get some Austin Shiflett.
Shiflett in the backfield behind Simon. High
Yes.
snap, handoff, Shiflett. And Lions are gang tackling him.
He gets a gain of 2.
Spellman's in on the tackle, and Troy Fisher's also in on the tackle for the Louisa Lions. All right, Weston getting to play from the sidelines.
Coming into the game was Riley Sherlock, a senior wideout.
2nd and 8 coming up for the Warriors as they break out of the huddle.
Going to be Birch coming way over to my left. Jordan Smith's going to be on him. Now they're going to take a
Weston's
timeout.
going to take a timeout. Yep. Well,
Didn't like what they saw.
yeah. And so far, Tommy, it's been a defensive struggle here. Each team has had 1 possession. Weston's got their 2nd possession right now. Neither team been able to get a first down.
Both of them playing it close to the vest right now.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Except for the first play when the young quarterback, Simon, went and rolled to his right.
Tommy, you think about this ball game tonight. You think about if we were under normal conditions, how many people would be at
That's
this
right.
ball game tonight? Louisa would have those stands over there packed for this encounter tonight.
And they'd be bringing the sunscreen with them. Here we go now. Big 2nd and 8. Ross Bassett has come into the offensive line now for the Warriors. He's one of their best linebackers also.
He's 5'9", 215, a sophomore. Weston is a young team, Tommy.
They had 12 men in the huddle before they broke from that timeout. But they were okay because they were on the sideline, not in the backfield.
All right, 2nd and 8. Simon, the quarterback.
2 backs behind him this time.
Now he gives it off to the fullback, and that's Howell, number 31, Dakota Howell. He goes nowhere.
Yep, lost a yard on the play
Yep.
even. 3rd and 8.
So far, the Louisa defense is certainly controlling the line of scrimmage. Let's see if Weston airs it out here on this 3rd and 8. Coming in with the play from the sidelines is Spencer Powell. Weston breaks out of the huddle up to the line of scrimmage.
Powell is going to go to the right. Birch is to the left.
Let's see if Simon eyes it out.
There's movement. Pull Louisa offside.
That was crucial, Tommy. That changed the
Well,
3rd.
I think the center actually pulled the ball back too quick. No, now they're going to say no.
Nope. That changed the 3rd and 8 to a 3rd and 3.
Yeah.
Big difference. Now, let's see if it's going to be an Austin Shiflett time.
I would think so here.
3rd and 3 for the Warriors.
If I'm Louisa, I'm keying on him right now.
Simon, Shiflett behind him. Simon. Nope. Simon's going to roll
Roll
with the throw. He got looking downfield, and he overthrows his man, and the man didn't even look like he was expecting the ball, Tommy. Number 12.
That was Birch.
Joseph Birch didn't even look like he was expecting the throw, but Simon aired it out, but it was incomplete.
Now Louisa's got to be careful not to be drawn offside
Yes.
here.
Yes. Yes.
Birch will be kicking. He's an all-around. We thought maybe he was going to be the quarterback tonight, but they went with the youngster.
Louisa doesn't have anybody back. Now they got one man going back.
Comfort going back.
Yep. Beauty. High kick. And they're going to let it hit, let it bounce, and it's going inside the 20, down to the 10-yard line.
Yep.
Now, Tommy, this is something to point out. First time Louisa got the ball, they got it on the Western 24. This time they got it on the Western 10. So in a defensive ball game like we've having tonight, Weston is winning the battle of field position.
Yep.
They've got Louisa pinned deep.
Tayshawn Awkward, defensive lineman, 6'1", 293, onto the field now for the Warriors. Louisa's got Shelton in the backfield now, Dickie.
All right.
So Wilson and Shelton.
Back starting on the 10-yard line.
McGee and Miller both to the right. In motion. And it's going to go to Shelton. Shelton's up to the 15. Give him 14, they'll give him 4.
He's up to the 14 where he's brought down. Shelton's first carry of the night. And we're looking at 2nd down, and we'll call it 6. Austin Shiflett was in on that tackle for the Western Warriors.
Yeah, Shiflett and Bassett anchor that defense in the linebacker position.
Wilson keeps the ball himself. Wilson got some running room. Wilson is going to be a little short of the first down. He got about 3 yards.
He's up to the 18.
And the guy getting up off the bottom of the pile for Western that time was Bassett.
3rd and 2 coming up.
All right. Neither team has had a first down tonight. The Lions are looking at a 3rd and 2. The ball resting on the 17-yard line.
Coming up to the line of scrimmage. Here comes that offensive line for Louisa. Got Smith and Wilson. Now Louisa wants a timeout.
Yep. Timeout, Louisa.
Their first timeout.
Tommy, I don't know whether you can see the clock or not. You say it's hard to read the clock.
4:20 to go here
Okay.
in the first quarter. No
Okay.
score.
Okay.
Yep, 4:20.
If you're sitting over here where we are, of course we are up in the press box, you're sitting in the sun. If you're sitting over on the Louisa side of the field, you're sitting in the shade.
And Dickie, the biggest thing to me is they've got the play clock down here, but they have not turned it on tonight whatsoever. So it's kind of hard to gauge. As a quarterback, sometimes you see that and you know when to make the hut.
My guess is if it hasn't been turned on yet, it won't
be turned on.
Nope.
That's right.
Nope. All right, here we go. And what so far is probably the biggest play of this football game. A 3rd and 2 for Louisa in a defensive battle with neither team being able to come up with a first down yet.
Let's see if they put the blocking back, fullback right up next to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 3.
No, Louisa
They
got
do not.
spread out all
Yep.
over the field.
Yep.
3 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. There is no blocking back.
Yep. Wilson gives it to Smith. Smith cuts it inside.
He didn't get anywhere.
Nope, got up to the 19. Gave him a yard.
You know, and that stop for Western was Kyle Keaton, number 36. And Louisa's got to punt the football, Tommy. And again, let's see how much his field position changes.
Yep. All right. Punt return team coming on the field for Western. Actually, they've got Louisa's going for it, Dickie.
I'm surprised at this, Tommy.
And I tell you, Western had 12 men on the field.
I
there
am
for a
really
little bit.
surprised at this, Tommy. Wilson's going to keep it, and he got it. He got the first down.
Got 2 yards, needed 1.
Yep. On a 4th and 1 from their own 19-yard line, the Lions went for it, and Landon Wilson picked up a first down. That's a lot of confidence in your offensive line, Tommy.
That's a lot of belief in your predecessor that was coach who did things like that, right?
That's right. Sure is.
All right,
it sure
here
is.
come the Lions
Mark
now.
Fisher. Yep.
Full house back. Well, they actually got Fisher in the blocking back up there now. They get Cairns out, and he's going to open a hole up. Smith is going to get maybe 3 on the
he
play.
He got 3. A whole host of Warriors is there to bring him down. He got 3.
Yeah, Bassett, one of the men. They also number 22, and that is Gabe Wiggins.
Yeah, Bassett getting up off the bottom of the pile again, Tommy.
Yeah.
He's a force on the defense, no question about that. He's a sophomore, 5'9", 215, Ross Bassett. And as I said, Weston is a young football team.
2nd and a long 7. Comfort comes wide to the right.
Blocking backs in there now. Wilson got a high snap. Wilson looking for some running room, and he is hit and dropped. He got some yardage.
Yeah, going to be about a yard short, 2 yards short of the first down. Well, they're going to make it 3 yards short, actually.
And Austin Shiflett, I think, was the guy that put the stick on Wilson that time, Tommy.
This is going to be a 3rd and 3.
Yep.
They give him 4.
And I would think Louisa, unless they lose yardage, they're probably going to go for it again.
Yep.
Let's see what they get on this 3rd and 3. Wilson, bark signal. Wilson gives the ball off to Shelton. Shelton has got the first down. He's up close to the 35-yard line. Let's see where they're probably going to mark it down on about the 34.
Give him
Another
6.
Louisa line first down.
Yep. Give him 6 yards on that one.
All right, the Lions have gotten 2 first downs now on this drive. And out of the huddle they come, up to the line of scrimmage.
And, Dickie, that's one of those plays when they did it on 4th down, even makes you or breaks you a lot.
That's right. No question about that.
Here's Wilson.
High snap. Hand off to Shelton. Shelton had some running room. Got across the 35 up to about the 37-yard line.
We'll give him 4 on that one. Bring up second and 6.
Yep. 2nd and 6 for Louisa. Louisa quickly out of the huddle this time. Big number 68 is over the ball at center for Louisa. Shane Bibb.
They give it to McGee. McGee to the outside. McGee swirls ahead. Going to pick up maybe a half a yard. That's about it.
Yep, they gave the ball to the man coming from the wing-back position that time, Tommy.
All right. That brings up a 3rd and a 7.
Yep, 3rd and 7. And the first quarter winds down here in Crozet.
50 seconds to go. No score.
3rd and 7, Louisa. Wilson pitches the ball back to Smith, and Smith is dropped.
And that was Bassett, I believe, again. No,
Nope,
22,
that was-
Wiggins.
Yep, number 22.
Yep.
Gabe Wiggins, he's a senior, 5'11", 186. I think Louisa's going to punt the ball here, Tommy.
Yep.
They aren't going for it on 4th and 7.
No. There we go with Logan McGee, who got off a good first punt. And 14 seconds left in the
They
first
don't
quarter.
have to run a play, I don't
Yep.
think. They can let
Nope.
the clock run out if they
Yep.
choose to do so. And they may choose to do so. Let's see.
And that's what they're going to do.
Yep.
So there's 2 seconds, 1 second.
Yep, they let the clock run out.
And that's it.
All right, that's the end of the first quarter here tonight from Crozet. And it's scoreless. Western nothing, Louisa nothing. And Tommy, so far we're seeing just exactly what we thought we might see. A really good football game between 2 really good football teams tonight.
Yep. 2 teams that pride themselves on their defense.
Yep.
And that's what it is. We look at this. Shelton did get in the game, had 3 carries for 14 yards unofficially. Wilson had 3 carries for 9 yards. McGee 1 for 1. And Jordan Smith had the bulk of it. He had 6 carries for a total of 11 yards. For Western Albemarle, Shiflett had 3 carries for 7 yards. Howell 1 for -1. Simon 1 for -1. And Simon had 0 for 1 passing.
And Tommy, I think we've also seen that Caleb Shelton is not 100% because he'd be the one getting the majority of those carries for Louisa if he was.
Yep.
All right, second quarter underway in a scoreless football game. And the Lions be punting the football. All right. McGee will be back to punt.
You know, one thing about letting the quarter run out, Dickie, now the receiver has got to look up into the sun to catch the punt.
And I believe he's punting with the wind this time,
Yep.
too, the way the flag
Yep.
is moving, Tommy, instead of against the wind.
Yep. Logan McGee back to do the punting.
All right, waiting for the snap. Man in motion, didn't draw Western offside. Long count by Louisa. And a beauty.
Beautiful,
He
high,
kicked it over
low.
his head. The
Gonna-
ball down inside the 10, down inside the 5, and down inside the 5.
At the 1.5
2.
foot line.
2. Well, let's see what he
No,
put it down.
one of them says touchback, one of them says no.
All right, it's the touchback if he went into the end zone, but I don't think he went into the end zone.
Ball was down by Jalen Beach.
Beach down the ball, and they're going to put it on the 2-yard line.
Warriors were backed up on the
Now, Tommy, we talk about field position. Western's going to start out on their own 2. The last time they started out on their own 40. And Louisa has had one possession where they had to start out on their own 10. And now this is where it gets interesting. If your defense can hold them down here, Louisa might get the ball back in Western territory in all likelihood, if they can hold them.
The biggest thing that I worry about when you're deep in your own territory is somebody breaks through real quick. Does a Tim Webb, right?
Yeah, he went 99 yards when they were deep in their own territory that day against Tab for Spotsylvania.
All right, an official timeout, they say. He wants to talk to him about something's on the field.
Yeah. All right,
Think one of the officials' whistles, maybe?
maybe so.
No?
Something other than a chain gang, maybe.
Chain gang, yeah.
Yep. All right, here the Warriors are from their own 2.
Did they add a link or take a link out?
All right. Now they're stretching the chain.
1st and 10 Warriors. The young quarterback, Nathan Simon, he's got Shiflett behind him.
He's under center, too.
He's going to give it to Shiflett. Has an opening. There he
There
is.
he goes.
He's going.
Shiflett, he may be
30.
going. 30, 40, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. He did it. 98 yards, Tommy. Maybe we shouldn't have thought about Tim Webb in that
Yep.
run. down at Tab.
I told you that's
98 yards.
I told you that's what scares me. When you like that, you put too much pressure right up the middle. If they break that initial containment, then they're gone.
That's what happened. He broke the initial containment, and away he went to the races, and nobody could catch him.
That could be big in this ball game.
It could that. No question about that, Tommy.
Here we go. Extra point try coming up.
We got 11-something to go, Tommy.
Yep. Got 11:36.
Big extra points here. Looks good, is good.
All right. Ellie Smart put it through, too.
The girl put it through there,
Yeah.
Tommy. Ellie Smart.
Yeah.
PAT is good. And it's 7-0 Western.
98-yard TD run by Austin Shiflett.
All right, let's see how the Lions are going to respond, Tommy. Got down 7-0. Early here in the second quarter.
The score with 11:33 to go in the second.
They say it's a 33. Okay. I'll go for that.
Louisa 0.
All right. Wake up time.
Yes, it is that. No question about it. Once Shiflett shot through that hole, Tommy, he had about a 10-yard lead on anybody that's trying to chase him, and he just couldn't run him down.
Yep. He's probably gasping for a little breath right now.
Yeah, I would think so. And that time Western ran, I think it's the first play they ran the whole game under center.
Under center.
Quarterback was under center. Yes.
Because too much chance of getting the safety when you're back in the shotgun.
All right, Western getting ready to kick off.
Emery Pulich is the man who does the kickoffs.
Beach and Comfort deep for Louisa. And let's see who's going to get it. Is Comfort going to get it? At the 20-yard line, there goes Comfort versus Field. Comfort at the 30. Comfort at the 35. Comfort at the 40. Comfort at the 45. Comfort up the midfield. A great return by Comfort.
Yep. Armani Comfort. Lions will take over at their own 46, looks like.
And we got a Western player down over here, Tommy. All right.
7-0 Western Albemarle on top of Louisa in this very important game for both teams. They're going to mark it at the 47. So Louisa takes over 1st and 10 at their own 47. Their best field position of the day.
Yep. Louisa's got to respond to the challenge. Western on top 7-0 after that 98-yard run by Austin Shiflett.
All right, do some further looking at some of the information of teams that are in the area type situation, Dickie. And in Division 1, none of the area teams are in there.
Now that's all very small schools.
Yeah, very, very
A
small
lot of
schools.
Southwest Virginia schools. Yep.
And then when you look at Division 2,
You got some schools in Division 2.
Nelson County is down the way. Appomattox and Dan River and Glenvar and Fort Chiswell up there. Jimmy Straley's Giles is up there too.
Yeah, and Appomattox has got quite a football program down there.
And then when you look at 4C, Tuscarora, Kettle Run, Broad Run, and Hanley, the top four. And that one, Culpeper is the one from the area that's way down there on it. Region 4D, Pulaski, Salem, George Washington, Amherst. They're the top four.
And you got to realize that's the division Louisa will be in come fall, Tommy. They will be in that 4D that you just read with Pulaski and Salem.
Yep.
Now, let me ask you, is EC Glass in 4D? Or are they
EC Glass is in 4D, yes.
Yeah.
And they are 1-1.
Okay.
Is their record at this time. In the 5B, that's where Varana is at. Manchester, Hermiton, Manchester, Highland Springs, and Prince George are the top 4. Varana is 5th.
Yeah, and Hermitage has got David Bedwell coaching them now, and he was a coach who won 3 state championships at LC Bird.
Yep. 5D, Albemarle is in 2nd place with a 2-2 record.
And the other interesting thing is Brookville, they're in 3,
Yeah.
and they are leading the Division 3C, I think, and that's where Meeks is coaching.
Yep.
Joe, the former coach at Louisa.
Yep. Massaponic, number 1 in 6B.
All right, here we go. Man in motion is Smith. Smith. Nope,
No,
it's
it's
Wilson.
Wilson.
Wilson gets the football, turns the corner, and we got a holding penalty.
We got a flag, yep,
I'm almost betting it's a holding
Yep.
penalty.
in that area.
Yep, we'll see. The only other thing it might be is face mask. Nope, it's holding.
Yep.
It's a hold against Louisa.
Going to negate a 5-yard gain.
All right. Make it 1st and 15 for Louisa.
Oh, they
All right. Lions quickly out of the huddle and up to the line of scrimmage. And it's going to be it's going to be a 1st and 20. That's a 10-yard holding penalty.
Yeah.
1st and 20 for Louisa. See if they air it out. Wilson's going to throw. Looking downfield. Got a man wide open. And he overthrew him just a little bit, Tommy. He was wide open.
That was Smith, I believe.
Pass is incomplete.
Nope, it was number 2, Jeremiah Madison, I think, Tommy.
22 or 2?
I think it was 2.
Number 2, that'd be Chase Miller. Yeah.
Yep, Chase Miller, I'm sorry. If he had been able to bring that one in, Tommy, and stay on his feet, I think Louis had a touchdown.
Yep.
Because he was behind the defense. He got his hands on the football, but he just couldn't bring it in.
2nd and 10. 2nd and 20, excuse me.
See if the Lions are out again. They got 3 wide outs over here to the left, 1 wide out to the right.
The Beach is in that slot there.
Wilson going to
back.
throw. Wilson being rushed. Wilson's going to run it. Wilson throws it down the field and hits his man. Nice pass by Wilson, Tommy.
Going to pick up about 12 yards.
Comfort. I believe number 3 was a receiver for
Logan
Louisa.
McGee.
Logan McGee.
12-yard gain.
Yep. And we're still looking at
Actually,
a 3rd and 8.
13-yard gain.
Yep. 3rd and 7 for Louisa. Ball resting right at midfield. That was a nice pass by Wilson. He was on a run, threaded the needle, and a nice catch by Logan
And did
McGee.
you see him take his hand and say, go, go, go? McGee went down. Comfort now over here to the left.
3 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right.
Beach and Miller there also. This time they're going to throw it, and it threw behind Comfort. Incomplete pass.
That pass, Tommy, was a little bit dangerous because you have to wonder a little bit if he didn't throw it backwards. But the official said he didn't.
All right, 4th and 7.
Louisa going to punt the football.
10-11 to go here in the first half. 7-0 Western Albemarle.
And back deep for the Western Warriors is number 12, Joseph Birch.
And Logan McGee punting for the Lions. Had 2 beautiful punts tonight. Last one down on the 2-yard line, even though the first play from scrimmage ended up being a 98-yard touchdown.
They were 1 man short. They were waiting to get him out down the field. And we're going
Gotta wait. Nope,
delay of game.
That's the 4th penalty on Louisa. 2 for delay of game.
And the reason they got that delay of game, Tommy, was it didn't have a 10 men out there. They had to wait for the 11th man to come on the field.
Western changing their return team also at the present time.
And they're short a man. Yeah, they got him out
Something
there.
about that formation they didn't like.
Man in motion. Has McGee's punt. A beauty.
Beautiful
It's a
again.
beauty. Again,
Birch back there.
this one's going in the end zone. They're going to get it on
Yep.
the 20. McGee is doing
Wow.
a tremendous job punting the football, Tommy.
Woo.
Yep. Put that one in the end zone.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Warriors.
I tell you one thing, Tom. This is by far the best we've seen McGee punt the ball
Yeah.
this year.
Everything has been a spiral.
He's had 2 beautiful punts. All right, Western got the ball up 7-0. The Lions defense got to dig in.
10:09 to go in the first half. 7-0 Western.
First and 10 Warriors.
Birch will go to the left. Different running back in there, looks to me like this time.
All right. Nope, Birch is going to
Wanna
throw. He throws it over here and tried to set up a screen, but trying to set up a screen to Austin Shiflett.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you one thing. If he had set it up, if he'd thrown in the ball, Western had 3 guys who did a block for him.
Yeah, and one of them was well downfield.
Yeah.
Should have been a penalty on that.
I thought they were downfield a little bit too far,
Yep.
too. I agree with you there, Tommy.
All right, 2nd and 10.
But that's the play you got to remember.
That's
They're going
right.
to probably come back to it.
Yep.
All right.
Gives it to Shiflett. Shiflett up the middle, and Shiflett goes nowhere that time.
Yeah, they were waiting for him that time.
Austin Shiflett takes a handoff.
Caleb Shelton is in on that stop for the Louisa Lions.
Going to be no gain.
Lowell Johnson.
Tommy, that touchdown looked like the quarterback was on the center and was just an off tackle to the right side of his offensive line. And once he broke through that hole, like I said, he was about 10 yards downfield before Louisa begun the chase to try to catch him.
Spencer Powell comes in with the play. Let's see if we set up that screen to Shiflett again. 3rd and 10. Nope, we're going to hand it to Shiflett. Shiflett ahead, and he's going to be a couple yards, and that's going to be it. Going to be a 4th down coming up.
Yeah. Brooks is in on a stop for the Louisa Lions, 52. Dean is in on a stop for the Louisa Lions, and Spellman is in on, nope, that's 55, and he's slow getting up out there. Now he's up and going off the field. That was number 55 off the bottom of the pile, Lowell Johnson. All right, now the Lions going to get the ball back.
4th down for the Warriors. 4th and 8.
Did the Western call a timeout again?
Now, Louisa had a player that was down, Tommy.
Yeah, now they start to play.
Yeah, Lowell Johnson was
Okay.
down. That's what they stopped the clock. But then he got up and ran off the field on his own power.
Got Beach back deep for Louisa.
And Beach can make it happen.
And Nathan Simon is the one that's going to punt this time.
All right.
Watch out for something tricky here.
Now, I don't think they're going to be anything tricky where the ball is. I think they're going to punt it. And not a very good punt.
Get out of the way, everybody.
Louisa's got to get away from it. No. The man catches the ball for Louisa.
Yep.
Jordan Smith, and Louisa's got the ball on the Western 30-yard line,
Yep.
Tommy.
That was smart play. Huh?
Yes. Yes. Let's see where they mark it down. It might be inside the 30.
I think it's going to be the 31.
All right, Louisa's going to take over on the Western Albemarle 32, Tommy.
All right.
All right, the Lions got their best field position of the night. Here's their chance to get on the scoreboard here, down 7-0.
And seeing Shelton out there on defense gives me thinking he's probably going to be on offense now.
He is. He's in there right now.
Comfort comes wide left.
Louisa's got 2 wideouts, 1 to the left, 2 to the right. Wilson's going to throw. He's got his man over there, Logan McGee, and McGee's going to be down to about the 27-yard line. Let's see if he gain him 6 yards, Tommy. Yep. 2nd and 4 for the Lions. See if Louisa can cash in on his excellent field position, Tommy. The defense did the job, and they had a great punt from Logan McGee. And then Weston did not have a good punt.
2nd and 4. Give it to Shelton. Shelton's at the 25, down near the 20.
Let's see if he got the first down. He's going to be close.
They're going to mark it to 23, maybe a yard short.
Yep. 3rd and 1. I tell you one thing, Tommy. Austin Shiflett will hit you.
Yes.
No doubt about that. He popped Shelton that time. 3rd and 1. Wilson going to throw. Wilson rolling. Wilson's running. Wilson got the first down. Down to around the 15-yard line.
Yep. They'll mark it at the 16. So we'll give him 6 on it.
Austin Shiflin in on that stop too for the Western Warriors. 1st and 10, Louisa from the Western 16.
Smith and Comfort both to the left. Give it to Shelton. Shelton's inside the 15, inside the 10.
Down to about the 9, Tommy. Gain of 7.
Yep, they're going to mark him on the 11, actually, where the knee went down.
Okay.
So they'll give him 6. 2nd and 4.
Shelton in the backfield again with Wilson. Wilson
Keep
keeps
it.
the ball. Wilson's got running room and a nice tackle by Western Albemarle that time, Tommy.
But it'll be a first down. I believe it's going to be close. Well, not quite.
Well, they're going to measure, Tommy.
Okay.
All right, they're going to bring the change in and measure on this 3rd and short. Well, the referees are going to talk about it. Let's see. Maybe they're not going to bring a change in. All right. They are going to bring the chains across from this sideline. The red, it's ball resting on about the 8-yard line. It's inside the 10. And here they come out to see if Louisa got the first down.
Well, they originally put it would have been a first down. Right now it's going to be about a half a yard short, or a yard short.
6:36 to go in the first half. 7-0 Western.
Inches short, they say.
All right. 3rd and inches. All right, 3rd and inches. 2 wide outs to the left, 2 wide outs to the right.
I think Wilson's going to keep it straight ahead.
Wilson, man in motion, Jordan Smith. Wilson keeps the ball, rolls that way, cuts in and spins in. Is he in for touchdown? Yes, touchdown, Louisa.
Yep.
Wilson goes in.
9 yards out.
I would say it was 8.
8.
Louisa took advantage of that short field, Tommy. And this is a big extra point. All important extra point. Miller's holding. And kicking the ball is going to be Lundy for Louisa. All right. Louisa shifts, but Weston does not move. No, we got something happening. Offside, Weston. Now I bet they go for 2.
Now do you go for 2?
I think they're going for 2. I think they're going for 2.
And he's got some of them getting ready. Here
Yep,
they come.
here they come. Here they come. They're going for 2. If they get you to shift, if you move on that shift, Louisa is going to go for 2. They moved on the shift, then Louisa is going for 2. Trying to take an 8-7 lead.
Got to hurry up and get the play
Yep,
off.
they can't stand the delay of game. All right, here we go. Lions out of the huddle. They got a yard to go. Wilson and Shelton in the backfield. Everybody's in tight. Wilson. Nope, a bad snap. And that's it. They got a bad snap and destroyed the play. Number 36 was there for the Western Warriors. Kyle Keaton to make the stop, and we got a 7-6 ball game, Tommy.
And it was a direct snap to Shelton.
Yeah, yes, it was. Yep. And let's see if that comes back to haunt them, Tommy. Bad snap.
All right, 6:22 to go before halftime. 7-6, Western over Louisa. Was impressed with Louisa's running that time, though. They moved it downfield well. Threw a time there and with it also.
All right, Lions kicking off to the Warriors. And we got ourselves a football game here tonight, Tommy.
All right, sun setting in the west. Lights coming on.
And the temperature will begin to drop
Yep.
a little bit.
Bubba Shiflett back on the left. On the right-hand side is Hudson Toll. Austin Shiflett in front of him. Lundy kicks it higher and deeper. It's going to go to Shiflett. No, it's going to be number Toll. And Toll is going to get up to the 30-yard line, looks
Yep.
like. Good return.
Yep, nice return. That's where the Warriors take over on their own 30. And a 7-6 ball game. Louisa was going to kick the extra point, but when Western jumped offside, Louisa decided to go for 2. And bad snap kind of doomed that play.
All right. Warriors coming on to the field offensively.
Run back with Hudson Cole, number 16 of the Raiders.
All right. Simon and Shiflett behind him.
Going to
Throwing
throw.
over to the side, and it's caught.
Birch.
And Birch is up to the 38-yard line. Tommy,
Yep.
if the Louisa man had looked, I think he had a chance to intercept the pass.
I think you're absolutely right.
Joe Birch making
If he had just looked, he had a chance to intercept it.
That was a 6 yards on that one.
All right, 2nd and 4 for Weston.
Going to have trips to the left this time. But I think Austin Shiflett's carrying the ball.
I think so too. Nope, they're
Nope.
going to throw it. Nope, the quarterback's going to run it, and he doesn't get
Simon.
much.
He's close. He's about a yard away from the first down. Give him 3 on it.
Caleb Shelton is in on the stop, and also in on the stop for the Louisa Lions, number 55, Lowell Johnson.
tackle number 32, Caleb.
Here's a 3rd and 2.
Yeah, big play here, Tommy.
Number 36
It's really going to be
coming
more like
in.
3rd and 3 because they're moving the ball back.
Kyle Keaton.
Now they're moving it back the other way. Now we got a 3rd and 2.
He may need to go see his eye doctor. I think he's having some blurred vision.
3rd and 2, here we go. Quarterback's under
ce-
center
under
again.
center.
See if he gives it to Shiflett on the play to score the touchdown on. Yep. And he didn't get anywhere. He
Got
may have
a
got a
yard.
yard.
Yep. Bring a 4th and 1.
Yep.
He is stopped short of the 39-yard line.
Now Louisa can't get pulled off. Let's see if Coach Redmond is a gambler.
Yeah, Dean made this. We're on the bottom of the pile for Louisa, Stephen Dean. I think Weston's going to go for
I
it.
think
4th and 1, I think Weston's going to go for it.
4:15 and counting first half. Weston on top, 7-6.
One for the Warriors.
Yep, Weston's going to go for it.
They only got 10 guys out there right now.
Well, let's see. They're going to take a timeout. I think they're going to take a timeout and talk about it.
They'll be there.
They're letting the clock run, but I
Last
think they're going to
one,
take a
I
timeout and talk about it. Yep. Clock still running in
Well,
Weston.
I tell you what, that play clock had a lot more than 25 seconds on it.
Well, they took a timeout, though. They were going to take a timeout.
Now is called by the Warriors.
The coach was standing right
Right.
next to the referee,
Yeah.
so he was just waiting for the clock to get down there and take his timeout.
And I think that's their last one of the first half.
We got how much time to go, Tommy?
We got 3:45,
Okay.
7-6 Western over Louisa, and we're getting ready to wind down the first half.
And it's been,
Big game for both teams.
yes, no doubt about that, Tommy. A biggie. All right. Let's see if Weston's going to gamble. I think they are. I think they're going for it on this 4th and 1 from their own 39-yard line.
All right, now Louisa, I think, only has one timeout left, too, so they may, once they see the formation, want to call a timeout.
No, I don't think so.
You
I
don't
don't
think
think we're going to see Louisa call a timeout here. All right, let's see. Two coaches are huddling with their teams.
Long timeout.
Yes, it is a long
It
timeout.
was a long 25-second play clock, a long timeout.
All right, here we go. Weston going for it on the 4th and 1.
They're going to be under center
Yep.
again. They got a big fullback in there, number 40.
And they got Shiflett behind 2 backs in front of him to block for him. All right, here we go. Simon gives the ball off to the first guy, and I don't think he
didn't
got
get
it.
Oh,
Yes, he
oh.
might have got it. He might have got it.
That official moved up.
I think he got it, Tommy. He got it. He got it. First down. Andy Prophet in on a stop for Louisa.
I want to see the instant replay on that one because I never saw him reach the 40-yard line.
Well, he got a surge. I didn't think he was going to make it at the first, but he did get a surge. And you got to remember, them offensive linemen can push him forward.
That's right.
They let you do that.
Even though it's illegal. Here we go.
All the time.
Yep.
Handoff on a counter play this time, and he's got some running room. And that's number 36, I think, for Weston. Yep.
Kyle Caton.
Dean gets up off the bottom of the pile again for the Louisa Lions. He picks up 9 yards that time. Jeremiah Madison also in on a stop for the Louisa Lions. 2nd and 1. Louisa defense needs to hold here, Tommy. They can't allow Weston another score before the half.
Yep. They do. Louisa does get the second half kickoff.
Right, right.
Simon. You want to give it off to the first man coming through?
He got the first down, I think.
Going to be a yard short.
I think it's short.
Yep.
I believe that was number 31, Dakota Howell. And we're looking at 3rd and 1 across the way. Clock continuing to run, winding down here now in the first half.
Big 3rd down play right here.
All right.
Under center.
Simon under center.
Rolling.
Simon rolling out to throw. Simon throws, hits his man for the first down. Nice rollout pass that time. Dakota Howell, I believe, was the receiver on that one, Tommy. First down, Western.
Going to be a gain of 7.
Simon is just a freshman.
Yep.
5'7", 150. Chase Miller in on the stop for Louisa, and the Warriors have started this drive on their own 30, and now they're on the Louisa 45 as the first half winds down.
Got 2 wide outs and a tight end on the left side this time. Dropping straight back, looking downfield, setting up a screen.
Middle screen.
Yep.
No good.
Could have been intercepted.
Yep.
Nathan Marsh there.
Carson Toog was the intended receiver as Weston tried to run a middle screen that time, and it didn't work. Lewis had all kinds of people around it.
He had his man open on the screen over here on the right. Coming into the game, Harrison Rader. Coming out is Powell.
2nd and 10. Weston out to huddle. And we got a flag. Let's see what we got this time.
Delay a game
I think
on
it's
them,
delay a
believe.
game on
Yep.
Weston.
Delay a game against the Warriors.
Yep.
5-yard penalty. It is 2nd and 15.
That brings a second. How much time we got left, Tommy?
We got 1:32.
And Weston doesn't have a one-time out left.
I think they're all out of them, I think. The clock doesn't let me know.
Well, we got a bunch of people coming to the sidelines here. I'm not so sure Weston didn't call a timeout. Somebody called a timeout. It had to be Weston. It wasn't Louisa. All right, we got a 2nd and 10, it looks like.
Yep.
And I don't think there was any delay of game penalty, Tommy. Weston called a timeout.
They did have one. The other one was an injury that they had,
Right,
too. So
right.
now they are used all 3 of their timeouts.
Yep, they just took one, so they did not get penalized for the delay of the game.
All right, they're going to have Harrison Raider going wide to the left. Birch is in the slot to the left. He's been a big target.
And Shiflett is behind the quarterback, Simon. Howell is the blocking back.
Give it to
Gonna get
Shiflett.
Austin Shiflett, and he's not going to get far this time. Dragging him down from behind was number 44, Quentin Wash.
Yep. He was dragging Quentin along a little.
Stephen Dean was in on a stop. And also in on a stop from the Lions was number 63, Austin Libby.
Okay, here we go.
Clock continuing to run. Third down and
105.5 to go, too. Howell brings in the play.
I would not be surprised to see Weston run the ball here again. Just kind of run the clock out. Let's see what they do.
Birch is wide to the left. High snap. They give it to Shiflett. He's going to pick up about
3 yards, maybe.
Well, they actually only going to give him 1. I thought, like you, he had more than that.
And let's see, getting up off the bottom of the pile for Louisa, number 52. And that would be Elijah Brooks.
Now, Louisa,
Lions.
yep, 41.4 seconds, Dickie.
Lions took their last timeout. All right. And Weston will be punting the football. And Louisa's had some good punt returns this year, Tommy.
Yep.
Should be a good place for one, too. Beach and Comfort have both had really good punt returns for Louisa. Seven to 6 is the score as the first half winds down in Crozet. Weston 7, Louisa 6.
41.4 seconds to go before the half.
And a 98-yard run by Austin Shiflett. The only score for the Warriors. An 8-yard run by Landon Wilson, the score for the Lions.
The Lions muffed the 2-point
Yep,
opportunity.
the young lady, Ellie Smart, kicked the PAT for Weston. Louisa went for 2 after Weston jumped offside, and bad snap doomed the play.
4th and 8.
They don't have anybody back.
Yep. Birch kicks it. It's inside the 10, inside the 5, down to, well, they're going to mark it about the 4, looks like. With 29 seconds basically left.
Yeah, Louisa will run the ball one time, I think, and that's going to be the half of it. Yep. All right. Lions getting together over on the sidelines, but I would think we will see nothing but a run, and then the clock will run out, and the first half will come to an end.
All it takes is breaking through there, though.
That's right. All it takes is what Austin Shiflett just did earlier in this quarter. That's all it takes. All right, here come the Lions. Out. One thing you don't want down here is a mishap on the snap here because Louis is lined up in the end zone. Wilson pitches the ball out, and it's going to be around the corner. He goes down the sidelines. 40, run out of bounds. They got to have time for another play.
Yep, 21 seconds.
That's a great run.
21.1. Was that Comfort?
That was 12 was the ball carrier.
Smith?
Yep, Jeremy Smith.
From the
I'm
4?
sorry, Jordan Smith. Yeah, from the 4.
All the way up to they're going to mark him out of bounds at the 32.
Gained 28.
Excuse me, the 20, they call it the 26.
All right. Gained
So,
22.
22.
See if the Lions are out here. Wilson. Yeah, got to throw it. He's going to air it out. He's being rushed. He throws it down the field, and it is incomplete. And it was intended for Andy Profit, I believe.
Chase Miller.
Chase Miller. Yeah. 15 seconds still to go. See if the Lions air it out again. They don't have any timeouts
Right.
left, so they either got to get out of bounds. If they get a first down, the clock will stop while they move the chains, but they're going to have to really be in a hurry to get off another play.
Yeah. 13.7 seconds left, first half. 7-6, Weston Albemarle over Louisa. Louisa trying to keep his unbeaten streak going. Weston's won 3 in a row.
Shelton. Shelton's got the football. Shelton is going to be brought down across the 40 up to about the 42.
Got a first down.
That's going to move the chain,
12
stop
yards.
the clock, and let's see. Apparently Louisa, nope, they didn't have any more timeouts. That's it. That's going to be the end of the first half here tonight from Crozet, Tommy, and we got ourselves quite a football game tonight. The end of the first half, the score is the Western Albemarle Warriors 7 and the Louisa Lions 6.
Nope.
Well, wait a
Louisa-
minute. Now he's saying Louisa
Yeah,
don't take
I
timeout.
only had them down for the 2. So that is their third. Now they got to put time back on the clock because they called it and went over to the huddle, and the clock kept running.
Well, the referee signaled for the clock to run,
right.
Tommy.
Yeah.
Because that's the reason I thought the half was going to run out because
Right.
the referee was over there, was signaling for the clock to run, and Louisa hadn't called timeout. But then Louisa called timeout.
And then another official sat there and said, it was a timeout, so let's see how much time they put back on the clock. It's at 1.3 right now.
All right, let's see.
I think it should be about 6 point something or 7 seconds.
All right. 5. I think it's 5. And he did what the Western Albemarle coach is telling the ref. He wound the clock.
Yep.
But I think the guy on the side over there was the one that got the timeout call from the Louisa bench.
They still haven't corrected the clock.
All right, here we go.
5 seconds, yep. Now they've got it. 5 seconds.
All right. Unless there's a penalty, this should be the last play of the first half.
I'm sending Comfort long.
We got 2 wide outs over here to the left, 2 wide outs to the right. Wilson, man in motion.
It's Comfort.
Wilson's going to throw. Wilson's going to air it out. He throws that thing way down the field, incomplete.
And that's the end of the first half.
Intended for Logan McGee, and that's the half of it tonight from Crozet. And what a football.
Louisa County Public Schools would like to thank ODEC for sponsoring today's broadcast of Louisa Lions Athletics. ODEC stands for Old Dominion Electric Cooperative, and they have been longtime supporters of Louisa County Athletics and Team LCPS. ODEC is dedicated to being both a reliable energy provider and a responsible environmental steward, providing reliable, cost-effective, sustainable electric services to members. So from our entire team here at LCPS, thank you ODEC for your support of Louisa County Public Schools.
All right, and we're back here, and Dickie don't have much capping to do, but let everybody know what happened while I add this up.
All right. Nobody scored in the first quarter. Louisa got a great punt from Logan McGee, and Weston took over on their own 2-yard line. And in one play, they went 98 yards for a touchdown. A handoff off the right side of the Weston line, off tackle play. Austin Shiflett broke through the hole and got about a 10-yard lead on anybody else, and nobody could run him down for the 98-yard touchdown run. The young lady, Ellie Smart, kicked the extra point, and Weston led 7-0. The Lions answered with a 32-yard drive of their own, and Logan McGee had a couple of really nice punts to help Louisa gain some field position. And the Lions got the ball on the Weston 32, drove 32 yards for the score. Wilson scored the touchdown on an 8-yard run. Louisa was going to go for kick the extra point, but they got Weston to jump offside. Then they decided, since it was that moved the ball half the distance to the goal, they'd go for 2. And there was a bad snap, and the extra point run failed. And that's where we are. That came with 6:36 to go in the first half, and it's Weston 7, Louisa 6 at halftime. And a big ball game tonight in Crozet, one that really has a lot of playoff implications for both teams. Neither one can probably afford to lose this football game, and still make the playoffs. So this is a biggie, Tommy, and this has been just the kind of football game we thought it was going to be. This is a ball game out there tonight, no question about it.
Yeah, and if I got things anywhere near right here, which is debatable at times, it looks like 136 total yards for Western Albemarle, and for Louisa, 118 yards for Louisa.
All right.
And for Western, Shiflett had 10 carries, 112 yards, 98 of them on one carry.
Yeah.
Howell had 3 carries for 3 yards. Simon, 1 carry for -1, and Kyle Caton, 1 carry for 9 yards. For Louisa, on the ground, Caleb Shelton, 6 for 35. Landon Wilson, 5 for 32. McGee, 1 for 1. Jordan Smith, 7 for 32. So Louisa had 18 carries for 99 yards, 19 through the air for 118 total yards. For Western, Simon had a 2 for 5 for 13 yards. So you add that on to that 123, and you got 136 for them. So 136, 118, tight game.
Yep, the score is tight, the stats are tight, and Tommy, you got to look at this one thing. You take that 98-yard run away from Weston, and they wouldn't have but 38 yards of offense. It's all that one play, and that's the difference in this football game.
And I got a feeling, Dickie, I have a strange feeling Louisa's going to come out fired up in the second half. And we'll see how good Shelton is now. He was playing some defense, too.
Right.
So, Coach Patrick may have been waiting and see, how's he doing? He made it through the first half okay. Let's see what happens that first series here in the second half.
And you have to remember, this is not the first ball game this year. Louisa's been behind at halftime.
Right. Yep.
They were behind against Orange, and when they came out, he just dominated the second half. But this is a different ball team they're playing tonight, Tommy. Weston's playing some tough defense, no question about that.
Absolutely. And to say the other games are very important around the area tonight, and it's hard to get scores up here in Crozet. But we will see if maybe there's anything.
Monica and Powhatan is really a big game in this region in Richmond tonight. And Patrick Henry and Hanover is another really key game tonight. And last week, Monacan defeated Clover Hill 29-14. Monacan's unbeaten, and Goochland is really rolling, Tommy. Last week they beat Orange 47-18. And next year the Bulldogs will come into the Jefferson District, and they will be a force. They are unbeaten this year. And the other game that has some meaning in Region 4 playoff, Dinwiddie beat Hopewell 26-14. Dinwiddie has one loss, and that was a very they lost the ball game to Prince George right at the end of the ball game when Prince George had a long drive for a touchdown with just a minute and 20 seconds or something to go in the game. That may come back to haunt Dinwiddie. That may cost him a playoff berth. They got Colonial Heights tonight. They got Thomas Dale next week.
All right. I'm trying to see if I can get a few scores, which a few of them are popping up. Brookville is up 7-0 over Rutsburg in the first quarter.
And Brookville, I believe, is number 1 in Region 3C.
Yep. Giles is up 14-6 over Glenvar. Clark County 9-3 over Luray. Let's see any of them that have meaning for us as we go through. Lafayette, which dropped down to a 3 this year, Dickie. They are 14-7 over New Kent. Amherst and Russburg. That went back to
Louisa County Public Schools would like to thank ODEC.
So something's not right there. Salem is over Hidden Valley right now, 14-0 in the first quarter. Forky are 10-0 over Culpeper. Orange 21, Fluvanna nothing in the second quarter.
Ooh.
Louisa 7-6 here. Monica and Powhatan, no score first quarter.
That's the biggie.
And first quarter, Dinwiddie, Colonial Heights, no score. Eastern View, Spotsylvania, no score. Cortland, James Monroe, no score. King George and Caroline, no score at the present time. So they're the ones we're looking out for anyway.
Right.
And you said Goochland's going to play tomorrow, I believe, right?
They play Central Lunenburg.
Yeah.
Goochland is unbeaten, and I imagine they probably may be number one in their region.
All right, I'm going to leave it on this part and see if it'll refresh itself next time I go to it.
Maybe we get some scores, Tommy.
Well, you look at this, and as I say, it's been a dominating defensive game, really.
Yes, it has. No doubt about it.
As I say, when you take away that 98 yards, as you say, you're only looking
38 yards.
at 38 yards total. Louisa, I said, had one big run by Smith for 22 yards. Everything else, Shelton had a 12-yard run, but everything else has been very small, too. Both these teams strong up the middle.
And this has been a defense-dominated football game, yes.
Now, Austin Shiflett is more a up-the-middle runner, whereas Shelton can run outside through the middle most anyways. Smith is more the outside runner. Wilson, he just likes to have blockers in front of him.
I tell you one thing, Wilson's thrown some nice passes tonight, Tommy.
Yeah.
He can throw that football a long ways, too.
Yeah, I would be interested to see one day he just sends both of the guys on the left side and the right side deep, and then just see which one he thinks may be getting to it and tell him, I'm going to hit you at the 20-yard line.
He has a strong arm, yes.
Yeah.
And Wilson's just a sophomore. We're talking about how young, Western Albemarle is. Louisa's young, too, basically. I mean, Wilson is just a sophomore, and he's 6 foot 195, and the Lions have a lot of underclassmen on this team, too. Quentin Spellman, he's a sophomore. Elijah Brooks, he's a sophomore. And Dean is another fellow we've called his name a lot tonight. Stephen Dean's a junior. So both of these teams are basically pretty young football teams, no question about that.
Yeah, you look at the Troy Fisher is just a junior. Quentin Wash is a sophomore.
Right.
Wash made a great play on Shiflett at one time, but Shiflett showed his strength. He was dragging Nathan's son along with him there.
Yeah, well, Wash was hanging on to that jersey, Tommy.
All right, and we look at Western, as you said, the quarterback is surprised. Nathan Simon, the freshman, 5'7", 150. And he's punting, too, and he's had a couple of good punts, too. But Logan McGee's had superb punting for Louisa tonight, too.
Yeah, Logan McGee's had superb punting. He got off a couple of beautiful punts. Matter of fact, his punt set up Western on the 2-yard line, and his other good punt helped Louisa get position on the 32 because Simon did not get off a good punt that time. That was the one Jordan Smith fielded on the bounce, and Louisa took over on the 32-yard line and scored.
That was when your football mentality came in, and he knew what to do. Right. A lot of people would have just walked away and let it roll, let it go. He saw it, picked it up, and went. And so you look at Louisa with Shelton hurting. He's had 63 attempts in the first 4 games, Dickie. So you know he's averaging approximately 15.
Almost 16.
Yeah, almost 16 carries per game. He has only 6 right now.
Yep.
And then you look at Wilson. He has 31 through 4 games. So he's averaging basically, 7 point something per game? And he's right now is at 5. So Smith is the one who's going above. He's had 15 attempts going into this game. He's got 7 in this game already. And then the receiving-wise, right now for the Lions, both receptions have been by Logan McGee, a 13-yarder and a 2-yarder. And then Simon has hit with 2 different receivers for him. He hit his Birch with a 6-yarder, and then he hit number 31 out there, who is Dakota Howell, with a 7-yarder.
All right, Louisa coming back up the sidelines, getting ready for the start of the second half here from Crozet tonight. And Louisa will be receiving the kickoff to start the second half, so they'll get their hands on the football first.
And I would suspect they're going to kick it deep, Dickie, is the thing. And let's see who we'll have back there. It would probably be Birch and And Smith.
All right. Part of the Louisa team is out on the field. The other part is still down in the end zone.
Yeah, 3 minutes to go for the second half gets started. Weston is still kneeling down. Coach Redmond talking to his troops underneath the goal post, or right to the side of the goal post. 7-6 is our score.
And Tommy, you got to believe these two coaches know each other, these teams well. It looks like both coaches have done a really good job of preparing their football team for this ball game tonight. All right, Lions have still huddling part of the team down in the end zone to our right as the sun sets up here in Crozet. It's been a beautiful day, Tommy, a beautiful night for football. A lot different temperature than it was last week over at Fluvanna.
Definitely. All right, let's see what we got here.
See if you got any more scores.
Yeah, I was trying to check, and I done messed it up here now. That's what happens when you put an old man with a new computerization.
You ain't got to tell me about that, Tommy.
All right, let's see what we can do here.
All right, the rest of the Lions coming up to the sidelines now, and they're loosening up out there on the field, getting ready to start the second half. And this should be some half of football, you listeners back home, because this game is right on the line right now between these two teams, and both of them need a win to keep their playoff hopes alive pretty much. Will also depend on what happens in some of these other games that we're trying to get your scores on as well. And Tommy, this is a 7-6 ball game right now. This game could come down to the kicking game again, too. And Louisa, like I said, has had two really outstanding punts by Logan McGee, but it might come down to who can kick a field goal to win this thing, too.
Absolutely. All right.
Louisa County Public Schools would like to thank ODEC for sponsoring today's broadcast of Louisa Lions Athletics. ODEC stands for Old Dominion Electric Cooperative, and they have been longtime supporters of Louisa County Athletics and Team LC.
All right, we're back and getting ready for the second half. And to say Liberty Christian is up 21-0 over Liberty Bedford right now, Dickie. That's one score that has been updated some. The rest of them, Giles and Glenvar 14-14 tie. Jimmy Straley, if you're listening on that one. New Kent Lafayette 14-7 Lafayette right now. Amherst and EC Glass 7-7. Salem 28-0 over Hidden Valley. Salem rolling again this
Salem
year.
and Pulaski are the teams down there in Region D, and Louisa is going to be a part of that region next year.
And Tuscarora 7-0 in the first quarter over Heritage of Leesburg. Orange still 21-0. And they are still 0-0 Monacan and Powhatan. That game didn't start till 7.
Okay.
They said Dinwiddie and Colonial Heights same way, starting at 7-0. Spotsylvania, Eastern View 0-0. James Monroe, Cortland 0-0. Caroline and King George scoreless also. Churchland, who has really been playing well, and Lake Taylor no score. That's probably who comes out of Region B is going to play. Probably.
Yeah, very likely. All right, getting ready for the second half here in Crozet tonight. 7-6. And it's going to be an interesting half of football, Tommy.
We usually have a lot more highlights at halftime, but tonight, this low-scoring game, it's no highlights.
It's a defensive ball game out there tonight. And
yeah, nobody scored the first quarter whatsoever. It was 4 and out, 4 and out, 4 and out, and then Louisa went 10 plays, but then had to give up the ball. Western Albemarle took over to own 1 in the own 2, in the second quarter, beginning of the second quarter, and it was dynamite there.
Yeah, that 98-yard run by Austin Shiflett.
The Lions then went 4 and out, Weston 4 and out, and then the Lions came back and had a 68-yard drive.
No, a 32-yard drive.
A 32, yes. It started at the 32 of Weston Albemarle. So it was a 32-yard drive on 6 plays, capped by the 8-yard run by Wilson. Then they drew him off sides, decided to go for 2, and then the botch snap.
Yep.
And that's where we're at, 7-6.
And Tommy, we've seen that twice now. The Spotsylvania Tab game when Webb went 99, that was right at the end of the first half. This one was at the beginning of the second quarter, but same type of play, right off, kind of off tackle. I think Webb's might have been on the other side of the line, but right off that tackle, and once he busts through that hole and breaks into that open secondary, nobody could run him down.
Yep, and you look at Austin Shiflett, he is 5'8", 203. Now, Tim Webb was 6'2", about 250.
And we thought somebody would run Tim Webb down that day at the Spotsylvania Tab game, but they didn't.
Well, Coach Tim Coleman sat there and said, the boy could run. That's what happens when you work on farms, all right? They make you run.
All right, now we're going to get ready for the second half to begin.
Louisa will be receiving the second half kickoff. Next week, the Lions are at home against Albemarle, and that's it. Albemarle is in that Division 5 region where they only have like 7 teams, so they're second at 2-2 in that.
All right. I believe they're playing Charlottesville tonight,
Right.
Albemarle is. And Charlottesville is yet to win a game.
Monticello is off tonight.
Yep.
It's their bye week.
Yep.
Whoever thought they'd be having bye weeks in high school football?
You usually have one in the regular season. When you played 10 games, you had 1 week off. Yep. This year, well, a couple of teams that played are going to play 7 games.
Yeah. Beach and Comfort both back deep. Let's see if one of them can break it.
Yeah, Louisa's got 2 dangerous kick returners back there in Comfort and Beach. They can make it happen.
Pullitz will be kicking. And here we go.
All right. He got it teed up there. All right. Second half kickoff here in Crozet in a 7-6 football game. Weston on top of Louisa.
Last time he kind of put it down about the 30-yard line. This time he's going to kick it wide. It's going to go out of bounds.
No.
It's going to be picked up. And that's Beach, I believe, over there at the 25, 30, 35, still on his feet. No, they threw him backwards. They're going to mark it to 32, looks like.
That's where the Lions take over to start the second half on our own 32.
Number 18, Tristan Barreto, makes the tackle on number 5, Jaden Beach.
Christian Barreto, a sophomore, made the stop for the Western Warriors. And let's see what the Lions do on that first offensive play of the second half. Last time they started on the Western Albemarle 32, worked out good, Tommy.
Comfort's going to come wide over here to the left. Chase Miller in the slot. Wilson rolling left.
There's man open.
Comfort
He hits him. Comfort.
at the 40, up to the 45-yard line. Let's see where they mark it.
First down. Look at the mark it on the 46-yard line,
Yeah.
Tommy. Give him 14.
Yeah.
And he was wide open. Comfort was wide open on that pass play. Wilson put it right on the money. Wilson going to roll to his right. Going to throw again. Looking downfield. Throwing downfield. Got his man down there. Incomplete.
Almost intercepted,
Yes,
too.
it was.
Wiggins over there on the breakup.
And that was intended for number 3, Logan McGee. But that time, Tommy, there was too many blue shirts around.
Yep.
2nd and 10 for the Lions. Lewis has come out, iron it out here to start the second half.
Second and 10, excuse me.
Let's see if we get a dose of Caleb Shelton this time. Yep. Shelton's got the football, and he's still on his feet. He's hit and brought down. And that was not Caleb Shelton. That was Smith. Jordan Smith was the ball carrier.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Third and 8 for the Lions. All right. Shelton is not in the ball now. I think he's coming in the ball game now. Shelton's coming in the field now, Tommy.
Yep.
We got 3rd and 8 for Louisa from the 48-yard line, their own 48. 2 wide outs to the left, 2 wide outs to the right. Shelton in the backfield with Wilson. Wilson rolling to his right, rolling. Throws it downfield, got his man, and he couldn't make the catch.
He dropped it.
He was open, too. Chase Miller was open, Tommy, but he couldn't bring it in. And we got 4th and 8 from their own 48. I would think McGee's going to punt the football. He is. I think that's
Smart
the thing
move.
to do, the smart move. I don't have any doubt about it because the way McGee's kicking that football, let's pin Weston deep again.
And the way these defensive have been going.
Right.
We had 10:51 to go here in the third quarter. 7-6 Western.
Good snap. McGee gets away on
Line
the line
drive.
drive, and it's going to let it bounce. Inside the 10, going in the end zone. Yes, it's in the end zone.
Yep.
It's in the end zone. He kicked that ball 52 yards, Tommy.
Yep.
52-yard punt. Western takes over on their own 20 after McGee's 52-yard punt.
A net of 32.
Yeah. But he's had a couple of them that have probably been 50 yards total tonight.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right, here come the Warriors out. Simon looking at Shiflett. Let's see if they give it to the big man.
All right. Simon, high snap, gives it to Shiflett. And Shiflett doesn't get far. Got across the 20, out to about the 21. A gain of 1. Dean and on a stop for Louisa. We called his name quite a few times tonight. Stephen Dean. 2nd and 9 for the Western Warriors. It's the third quarter just getting underway. Lions had possession of the football. Got 1 first down, then had to punt it. This is Western's first offensive possession of the second half.
Trips to the right.
All right. Go right out. Simon rolling. Simon being pressured. Simon throws it, and it is almost intercepted, then almost caught. Beach was there defending for Louisa.
Along with Stephen Dean.
And they had the hand. One of Beach had his hands on the football, couldn't bring it in, and then when it popped out of his hands, the Western receiver almost caught it.
3rd and 8.
All right. Lions need to stop them in, see if they can't get the ball back in good field position.
Taking a lot of time
Yeah,
in the
they
huddle.
are. I just wonder if this might be the time Weston goes back to that screen
Hal
pass.
goes to the right.
Over here to the right.
Now that play clock's got to be down here now.
All right. Simon.
Man in motion. Going to give it to Shiflett. After the man in motion, he's going to be about 3 yards short of the first down.
Yep.
Give him 5 on the play.
All right. Well, they're putting the ball back on the 26. Yeah, he got 5. Weston's going to punt the football. And in the punt for the Warriors is Nathan Simon, and his last punt was not good. It was a short punt. That's what gave Louisa an excellent field position.
Beach back deep.
All right. Good snap. Line drive kick. Beach lets it bounce. Beach picks it up. Beach is going to be brought down right about where he fielded the ball, right back about the 40-yard line.
I think they're going to mark it to 41. So Louisa take over at their own 41-yard line. 1st and 10.
All right.
Think we might get a steady dose of Caleb Shelton there?
We might, Tommy. This is kind of settling into a stalemate right here.
Yep.
The trouble with the stalemate for Louisa is they're 1 point behind.
Yep. Wilson and Shelton in the backfield, looks like.
I'd say this is going to be Caleb Shelton time. Let's see what happens.
Yep, he's got it. Fighting ahead for about 3 yards, 2 yards.
I tell you one thing, Weston's done a good job of containing him.
Yep.
Caleb Shelton hitting on the 4-yard line.
Yep. Weston known that time. Xander Smith, number 76, 6'3", 208, in on a stop for the Warriors.
2nd and 8. That was a little slow developing that time. Comfort's going to come wide left.
2 wide outs.
Miller in the slot. There we go. Going to throw over the middle to the
Miller.
big tight end.
No, Miller made the catch. I think it was Miller.
Okay.
He picked up
Yep.
4 yards. 3rd and 4 for Louisa from the Western Albemarle 48-yard line. All right. You got to believe if
3rd
Louisa
and
can
4.
get some of this yardage this time, they'll probably go for it. Let's see what happens. 3rd and 4. Wilson to Smith. Smith got a whole lot of it. He got a first down.
Yep. He's there midfield. And then over into Warrior territory. 3
Now-
yards in at the 47.
Yep. 5-yard gain, Tommy. And here come the Lions at that fast-paced offense. No huddle offense for Louisa. Right back to the line of scrimmage it come. Low snap. Wilson gives the ball to Smith again. Smith's got running room again. And he's going to be knocked to the bounds down around the 40-yard line.
Going to mark it to 41. Going to be a gain of
6
6.
if they mark it on
Yep.
the 41. Louisa that time lined right up at the line of scrimmage and ran the play quickly and gained 6 yards. 2nd down 4 for the Lions. This time they huddle up.
they're a whole lot better when they're in rhythm.
They get the play from this bench over there. They're over there right next to the bench. 1 wide out to the right, 2 wide out to the right, 1 to the left. Wilson gives the ball to Shelton. I think and Shelton's going to be close to a first down, might be just about a yard short.
Yep, I think they're going to be a couple. Well, just 1, yep. Give him 3 on that one.
That ball for bottom of that pile, 2 of Louisa's offensive linemen. Cole Alberts, number 75, and Elijah Brooks, number 52.
I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see Wilson this time keeping it.
3rd and 1 for Louisa.
Wilson keeps
Wilson's
it.
got it. Wilson's got the first down.
Yep.
Wait a minute.
Yep.
Is that a flag? Is that a flag that came in? I thought the holding. I thought I saw the referee throw the flag, and he did. It's a holding against Louisa. And that's a biggie. Because they would have gotten, well, they probably would have gotten the first down. They might have had to measure, but there's no question about it. They don't get it now. They get a 10-yard penalty, and they're going to be right back where they started. 3rd and 10. Instead of a first down, they got a 3rd and 10.
Okay. There have been no penalties on Western Albemarle all night.
All right. Wilson rolling out. Wilson looking, throwing. Got his man for first down. That's a big play, Tommy.
Comfort.
For the Lions. It's Amani Comfort, and I think he got the first down.
Got it by about a yard.
Yep, first down. First down, Louisa.
11 yards on that one. He's had a 14 and an 11-yarder.
That was a timing route, Tommy, and Wilson threaded the needle. Put that right on the money to Comfort.
All right.
2 wide outs to the right. Wilson's going to throw. Wilson looking. That throws downfield, incomplete, and again, right through his hands.
Yep, looking for Comfort.
Comfort was open. Wilson threaded the needle, and Comfort couldn't bring it in.
Dickie, that's a hot potato, though.
He's
got some sting on it.
Yes, he does. Wilson can throw that football. No doubt about it. He can throw that football.
2nd and 10. 6:45 to go, 3rd quarter. 7-6, Western Albemarle on top of Louisa.
All right.
Motion man.
Somebody moved. Was it Louisa or was it Weston? I think it was Louisa.
Offside
No, they
defense.
say Weston.
Yep, offside defense. That's their first penalty of the night.
Might be a costly one, Tommy. That might be a costly one because instead of looking at 2nd and 10, the Lions are looking at 2nd and 5. And in this defensive struggle that we are in tonight, that's a big difference. Them 5 yards are a big difference. I would be surprised if we don't see some Caleb Shelton here now.
He's back there in the backfield. See if he runs left. Nope. Wilson keeps. Wilson to the outside at the 30. Inside and knocked out of bounds around the 20. Let's see, about the 27.
Yep, and we're looking at 3rd and 1, Tommy.
Yep.
3rd and 1.
Give him 4.
And the other thing you have to think about, if they can get the ball close enough down there to kick a field goal, would give them the lead in this football game. And this 3rd quarter's winding on down. This is a nitty-gritty football game. We're down to the nitty-gritty in this one.
6:10 to go, 3rd quarter. 7-6 Western. Here we go, Shelton. Shelton upside, inside the 20. Down to about the 16-yard line. 17, they're going to mark it.
He was one tackle away from breaking that one, Tommy. One tackle. If he could have broke that tackle, he would have gone for a touchdown. 1st and 10, Louisa.
Quickly up to the line.
Smith. And he's going to be still on his feet. Down inside the 10.
Wilson saying, huddle up quick, huddle up quick.
Yep. Line him up
Get
quick.
up the line.
Line him up quick.
They're going to give him 7 on that play. 8 actually on it.
We got somebody down over there for Weston.
And they're saying it's
and it's number 31, I believe, Dakota Howell.
They gave him 9 yards.
That was a nice run by Jordan Smith, Tommy. It looked like he was stopped, but then he spun away and gained some other yardage.
Did what Shiflett does, that spin.
Yeah. All right, this has been an impressive drive for the Lions. Started out on the Western 41-yard line. And they need to cash this one in, Tommy.
On the Louisa 41.
Right, the Louisa 41, right.
The Smith has 4 carries in the second half for a total of 22 yards to go with 32 he had in the first half.
Yeah.
It's been 13 yards for Shelton on 3 carries, so he's got 9 for 48.
All right, Tommy, you got a first down.
Yeah.
First
and
goal.
All right, so give
from
him
the
10.
7-yard line.
Yep.
First and goal from a 7-yard line.
Well, let's see, 9, 8, 7. Yep.
Yeah, that's where it is, right on the 7. All right, here we go. Let's see if the Lions can cash it in. Two wide outs to the left, one wide out to the right. Wilson to Shelton. Shelton is brought down around the 5-yard line.
Number 73, Tashawn Ackwood. Yep. He's going to get a yard.
Yep. Second and goal from the 6.
I'm looking for the putting it in Shelton's arms, taking it out, and Wilson taking it in.
All right, let's see. 2nd and 6. Here come the Lions. Out of the huddle, up to the line of scrimmage. Clock running. We'll be under 5 minutes when the ball is snapped in the 3rd quarter.
Comfort coming wide left.
Wilson. High snap. Wilson's going to run it. He pitches the ball to Miller. Miller is in for the touchdown.
Yep.
Chase Miller took the pitch from Wilson and went in for the touchdown.
And it was a pass, a forward pass. He did not go across the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
So it is a 7-yard touchdown pass.
And he actually threw it almost like a pitch out,
Yep.
Tommy.
Yep.
Yeah. Miller on the TD pass of 6 yards.
Now you're going to go for 2 here?
Yeah, you got to go for 2.
Yep. .446 to go, 3rd quarter.
Going for 2. Wilson gives it to Shelton, and he does not get in there. Western rises to the occasion and stops Shelton, and we got a 12-7 ball game.
Run no good.
Yep.
So it's Western 7, Louisa now 12.
Yep. 6-yard pass. Wilson to Miller. It's almost like a shovel pass, almost, but it happened over on the far sideline there. All right, 12-7.
Yeah, he looked
Lions
down.
on top.
He looked down, Dickie, to make sure he wasn't across the line of scrimmage. And he, as you said, just kind of like
Flipped it to
throwing
him.
a
Right.
basketball.
Right, that's right. Just flipped it to him. Yep.
Or when you're working out with that big ball.
Right.
You know.
Yep. All right, Louisa kicking off to Western. The Lions have taken the lead for the first time tonight. 12-7 with 4:46 to go in the third quarter. Hang on if you're at home listening tonight, because this one's liable to go right down to the wire. All right. Here we go. The kickoff. And it's going to be dropped through the bounds. Weston's going to take over on about the 30-yard line. All right, the Warriors are going to take over 1st and 10 on their on their own 30. Yeah, they call it the 31-yard line. That drive for Louisa's touchdown, Tommy, was 59 yards. Western on their own 31. Let's see what the Warriors do.
Monacan 12-6 over Powhatan in the second quarter. Dinwiddie 21-0 at the half over Colonial Heights. Spotsylvania Eastern View still no score.
All right.
Oh, the Lions
blitz.
blitzing.
And they give the ball off to Shiflett, and he got back to the line of scrimmage. Louisa had a blitzer, but he shot through that, but he didn't make the tackle.
He was too quick.
Yeah, he was. He was too quick.
4:30 to go in the third quarter.
I'm not sure who that was. Whether the blitzer might have been Quentin Wash, but I'm not sure. I didn't get the number. Wash is out the ball game this play. Second down, and he lost a yard, Tommy. 2nd and 11.
All right, trips to the left, to the right.
Weston may air it out this time. Simon, the freshman quarterback.
There's movement on the offensive line, yes.
This guy over here moved for
Yep.
Weston, number 77. Riley Sherlock moved.
Yep.
And now Weston's going back 5 yards. I tell you one thing, Tommy, that Louisa sideline looks like he's getting a little fired up over there. First time tonight, Louisa's been in the lead.
All right.
Been playing either the game was tied or they were behind the whole ball game until that Miller pass from Wilson.
Spencer Powell comes in, brings in the play, still trips to the right.
Yep. 2nd and 16 for the Western Warriors.
Dropping straight back, putting the
There's
pressure
a screen
on.
pass,
Screen.
and he breaks one tackle and gets back across the line. Louisa had him for a loss, but missed the tackle.
That was Shiflett, I think.
And one of the guys that missed the tackle, Brooks was one of them that missed the tackle, and I believe Lowell Johnson was the other one. They had the screen pass smelled out, but they missed the tackle.
It was only 2 yards picked up.
Louis had great pursuit on that play. 3rd down and 8 coming. Lions need to stop him here, force another punt. Louis has been getting the better of the exchange of punts.
There we go. This time they're in a tight set. 3rd and 13. Rolling right. Throwing out there.
It's out of
just
bounds.
threw it
The ball
away.
is out of bounds.
Yeah.
The intended receiver was Carson to Jag, but even if he had caught it, he would have been out of bounds. And Louis had great pressure on the quarterback that time, Tommy. A lot of pressure on Simon. Forced him to throw it out of bounds. Now the Lions are going to get Weston to punt the ball again. Let's see what happens here.
Beach is back at his own 43-yard line.
You just don't want to make a mistake of mishandling the punt. You should get the ball in good field position. Low snap. Nice kick. And Beach should be better just to get away from it. And he does. I think that was a smart play by Jalen Beach.
You want to mark it at the Louisa 41?
No, I think it's going to be down inside that. It's going to be down on the 36. Tommy.
36, yep.
Yep. All right, now Louisa needs to put together some more sustained drive on offense and work on his clock while they're at it.
Take time off the clock.
Right.
2:46 to go, third quarter. Louisa 12, Weston Albemarle 7. Weston got a whole lot of kids going both ways, Dickie. And on a warm night like us, that could get you.
That could be a factor in the fourth quarter. Wilson in the backfield, Shelton back there with him.
Comfort and McGee both to the left. Wilson
going to air it out. And he hits his man over on the sidelines, gained about 5. Oh, it's incomplete. He didn't catch it.
Yeah.
I thought he had it. Tommy, I'll tell you one thing. I have been really impressed with how Wilson's thrown that football tonight.
Yep.
He has put some zip on it.
Yep. Need some stickum to hang on to them.
Yeah, he's firing that football. No doubt about that.
2nd and 10. In the backfield is Shelton, along with Wilson. In motion goes Shelton.
Low snap.
Wilson's
got the ball. Wilson is going to get up around the 40-yard line.
Give him 2.
Tommy, one thing about Louisa's offense tonight, we have not seen much of that set with the blocking back tonight. Yeah. Most of the Louisa sets tonight have been 2 wide outs or 3 wide outs to one side, 1 wide out to the other side. Have not seen much of the blocking back tonight.
All right, we got a player down on the field. And Dickie, I believe they look like they're working on a cramp.
I'm not sure. They got the trainers out there. Dr. Southall's out there. I believe Coach Patrick is out there. And let's see. We're winding down here in the third quarter. Louisa 12 and Weston Albemarle 7. What has been a really good high school football game thus far. A lot of defense.
Brookville Bees up now 28-0 over Russburg.
The injured player is number 70. 76, I believe it is. 75 is the injured player for Louisa. And that would be Cole Alberts. All right, the Lions looking at a 3rd and 7.
Spotsylvania up 13-0 over Eastern View at the half. That's an update.
Spotsylvania's getting better.
Yeah.
All right, 3rd and 7. Big play in this football game. See if they air it out. Wilson. Yep, airs it out over there to the side, and he breaks a couple of tackles, but he's not going to get the first down. Well, he's going to get close.
Couple yards short.
Yep. And an intended receiver.
Was that Smith?
4th and 2. I'd punt it. Let's see what happens. They might go for it. 4th and 2 from their own 43-yard line, and I think they're going to go for it, Tommy. The way McGee has been punting the football, but they're going to go for it. This would be a big first down if Louisa can make it.
Might be trying to pull him offside.
Yeah, he might be. Might be. Nope. They're going to give the ball off, and he got the first down and more. He's up to midfield.
Is that Shelton? Yeah. Got 2 plus 4 more, 6.
Let's see who the ball carrier was. Jordan Smith, I think it was, Tommy.
Okay, I'll give that to you since my view was blurred on that one.
Jordan Smith is the guy back there in the backfield with him, and I think he's the one that carried that one.
Now they're going to do an empty backfield.
Right, with a blocking back. Wilson's going to throw. He looks downfield. He's throwing to Jordan Smith across the middle. He's got it. For Louisa, touchdown.
Yeah.
10, 5, touchdown, Louisa Lions. Wilson to Smith.
50 yards.
50 yards. What a play that was, Tommy.
Yeah.
Jordan Smith lined up in the backfield, came over here in the slot to the left. Wilson was looking for him all the way, threaded the needle right to Smith. Smith broke a tackle and headed to the end zone. And it came with, what we got on the clock, Tommy? In the
1:10.
1:10 to go, third quarter. And what a big play that was in this football game for the Lions. Now they're going to kick the extra point. Now they move, but Weston doesn't move this time. High snap, ball is down, the kick looks good, and the kick is good.
Pass from Wilson to Smith.
Lundy's PAT, and the Lions go up 19-7. 50-yard touchdown pass. Wilson to Smith. And Jordan Smith made a nice catch and then did a really outstanding run, Tommy.
Yeah, he got away from one guy, had him around, it had him too high. Actually had him kind of around the knee or a little above the knee. He was able to break loose from that and then go right down. And there was kind of a crossing pattern through the middle there.
I tell you one thing, Wilson put some mustard on that one, too.
Yeah, I wondered when they sat there and they went to the no backs in the backfield, but a blocking back, what's this play going to be? That's the first time I've seen that one this year.
And that he looked for Smith all the way. Wilson's eyes were right on Smith the whole time.
19-7, Louisa on top. 1:10 to go. Third quarter.
Feel like Louisa's got a little breathing room, but this one's a long ways from over.
A whole long way. Lundy to kick off. Kicks
Nice
it
kick.
deep, back to about the 22, up to the 25, 30, up the middle, 35, 40. And that's where he's going to end up, at about the 40-yard line.
Jaden Beach made the stop for the Louisa Lions. And Weston, William Ferguson was the ball carrier for Weston on the punt. The ball, see where they put it down, Tommy. They're going to put it down on the, on the 40-yard line. That's where the Lions will. Their Western Warriors will take over. Last drive for Louisa, Tommy, was 64 yards.
Yep.
19-7.
And 56 of it came in the air.
All right. Third quarter winding down.
There's the blitz again.
And he's going to pass up in the air for grabs. And the guy for Weston caught it. Simon threw the ball up in the air for grabs, and Birch caught it. And also would have been a pass interference penalty.
Down at the 36-yard line.
Yep.
So it's going to be 14 plus 10, 24 yards.
Yep. 24-yard pass from Simon to Birch. And now the Warriors are knocking on the door in Louisa territory, down on the line, 36-yard line. Tom, he just threw that thing more or less up for grabs, but Birch made a nice, outstanding catch because Beach had him covered well. Actually, it was a pass interference penalty on Beach.
Yeah, you got 6'3" against 5'6". So
there's
Beach
another one, same play, down the sidelines, incomplete.
Yep. He had him beat.
Yeah, tried the same play again. Simon to Birch. And like you said, he had him beat on that play.
That's Simon Birch. That name rings bells.
All right,
But it was Simon to Birch.
Louisa making a change in the defensive secondary. And now they're going to have Tyree Young over here, I believe, on the side. Simon gives the ball off to Shiflett, and Louisa does a nice job of stopping Shiflett. Caleb Shelton in on the stop. Quentin Spellman in on the stop for the Louisa Lions.
Yep.
Nope, that was not Shelton. That was 22 for Louisa.
Madison.
Jeremiah Madison.
Yep. That's
Third and 10 for the Western Warriors.
No gain.
And the clock, we should be just about out of the third quarter.
9 seconds.
And they won't get off a play. That's going to be the last play of the third quarter.
2 seconds.
And it's third quarter's over, and the score at the end of 3 here from Crozet tonight. In quite a football game. Louisa Lions 19, Western Albemarle Warriors 7. And Western's looking at a 3rd and 9 coming up to start the fourth quarter from Louisa territory. Tommy's going to see if he can find any more scores for us. Lions scored 2 touchdowns in that quarter to take the lead, both of them on passes. The first one was a 6-yard pass from Wilson to Chase Miller. Second one was a 50-yard pass from Wilson to Jordan Smith. And Lundy kicked the PAT after the second score, put Louisa up 19-7. First drive was 59 yards, and the second drive was 64 yards.
Still 12-6 Monacan over Powhatan in the second quarter. Dinwiddie 21-0 over Colonial Heights at the half. Spotsylvania 13-0 over Easton View at the half. Manchester big 42-14 over Clover Hill.
All right, 2 teams getting together with their coaches as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Western has the ball on the Louisa 35-yard line, 3rd and 9. And the Warriors need some points. Matter of fact, they need a touchdown. Field goal, and Louisa would still have a 2-score lead.
Albemarle 31, Charlottesville 6 in the third quarter.
And that's Louisa's opponent next week, the Albemarle Patriots.
All right.
All right, 3rd and 9. Simon's going to throw it. Simon's being rushed. Jeremiah Madison putting the pressure on him. Got his man down the sideline for a touchdown.
Yep.
Number 28, Carson Tujeg, caught the pass. And that was, how many yards you get that one, Tommy?
I didn't. It was, 27?
I think it was 30.
37.
30, I believe it was. Either 30, 29 or 30. All right, extra point kick is up. Ellie Smart puts it through there. And we got ourselves a ball game, Tommy. 19-14 now in favor of Louisa. And the fourth quarter just getting underway.
11:51. The young freshman airing it out.
Yep, that was a nice pass, Tommy. Simon threw that ball right on the money and right to his receiver for the touchdown. And this is anybody's football game tonight. I'll tell you one thing, Smart's got a strong leg. The young lady booted that one through there. And it's 19-14, and it came on the first play of the fourth quarter. And we got the whole fourth quarter just about to play. 11:51 to go in the football game. And we got ourselves a football game here tonight. All right. Tommy, we have seen some things there in the third quarter where Louisa had some problems on the pass defense.
You had asked me coming into this game, I'd have told you this is going to be Caleb Shelton versus Austin Shiflett on the ground. What have we seen the last few scores?
It's been two Landon Wilson passes and a Simon pass.
When
That's
you
right.
come to Crozet, to Western Albemarle, anything can occur.
It sure can. All right. And we got ourselves a football game.
All right.
Both of these teams need a win for their playoff aspirations, and it looks like this is going to be a battle right down to the wire. All right.
Pulick.
Kick
it long.
He boomed that thing.
Back at the 4-yard line, 10, 15, 20. Outside, and that's going to be it, about the 22-yard line.
And now Weston is fired up over here on the sidelines, Tommy.
All right. 1st and 10.
And it's going to be on the 22.
Yep.
That last touchdown drive of Weston was 60 yards.
All right. Lions see if they can get old Mo back.
Yep.
11:44 to go in the ball game. 19-14. It was 18-14. It took a little trip, right?
That's right, down in Mississippi.
Here we go. Wishbone.
Shelton. And he's going to get about 3.
Yep.
Making the tackle for the Warriors. Grant Goodell, number 23.
Gain of 3, 2nd and 7. I know what Louisa would like to do, Tommy.
Yep.
Like to grind and pound and work on that clock. But Weston's been mighty stingy on the ground tonight.
Yeah. Wilson's only carried 7 times so far, and he's getting close to his average.
Shelton in the backfield for Wilson. Lions going back to more of that conventional offense now. And the hand of the ball is it a, nope, he's still going with the football. That may have been a blocking back.
I think that was
Fisher,
yep.
the blocking back.
Yep.
First time they run that play tonight.
And
Blocking back.
He's going to pick up from
First
the
down.
25 to the 34.
9 yards. That's a big play for Louisa.
Yeah.
They need to run that clock. 1st and 10, Louisa from the Western 34. Shelton behind Fisher, but not getting much. Western defense has really been on Shelton tonight. No doubt about that.
Give him 3 yards on that one.
2nd and 7 for the Lions.
3 yards in the cloud of dust will do it, though.
That's right. Oh, Woody Hayes football. Shelton's going out, and I would think Smith is probably the guy that's in there taking his place. Let's see.
I believe you're right.
Yep,
right
that's
behind
Smith.
him. He's
Pitch
going
out
to get the
Smith.
pitch.
Smith around the end. Smith is going to be down the sidelines at the 40, at the 30, at the 20, at the 10, at the 5. Did he run out of bounds? Touchdown, Louisa Lions.
And it's going to be from the 37. So
63 yards, Tommy.
63.
63-yard run by Smith. I'm going to tell you one thing.
Yep.
Smith was picking them up and laying them
Yep.
down that time, Tommy. He was flying down those sidelines.
9:59 to go.
63-yard run. All right. They've been pounding Shelton in the middle. That time they went outside with the pitch to Smith for 6.
Here comes the extra point try of Lundy. Ball down, kick up. That one may
Doesn't
be
look
pulled.
good. Does not look good.
Yeah, it was.
It's
though.
good. I thought it was off to the left, but
I
it's
did
good.
too.
All right, Lundy gets the PAT, and the Lions go up 26-14.
That was a big comeback from taking momentum away.
Right.
Weston was fired up.
Right. Yes, they were.
They sat
Yes.
there, and on the first play, they held Shelton to a few yards.
Right.
And then the next thing you know, Fisher has a big run, and then you have the big run come up right there by Smith.
Yep, they pounded the ball inside twice, then they went with the pitch out around the end. And I'm going to tell you, Jordan Smith was flying down those sidelines.
3 plays, 78 yards.
Yep, 78 yards. Lions go up 26-14. We still got a long time to go, though. We got almost 10 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter of this one. Everybody's getting their money's worth here tonight, Tommy.
Yep.
This has been a really good football game.
Been no shutout for Weston tonight, or for Louisa, for that fact. 2 good teams playing each other here
and
tonight.
this is definitely the best football game Louisa's played. I mean, had to play the whole year, I think.
Yeah.
And the best football game we broadcast the whole year, too.
Yep.
This has been a real ball game here.
Here we go. Lundy the kick.
Kicked it.
At the 25, up to the 30. Still on his feet.
Up to the 39. Where he's brought down. Austin Shiflett.
Yeah. He's a horse.
He is that. Weston takes over on the 39. Last time they took over on the 40, they went 60 yards to pay dirt. One thing you got to kind of believe now is Western may have to air it out a little bit more because the clock's against them and Louisa has a 2-score lead.
If I'm them, I'm going to come up with him, Simon under center and hand it to Shiflett again like that 98-yard play. See how much he can get up the middle that way.
I think they're going to air it out. They got one wide out over here to the right. They got Shiflett in the backfield. All right.
Got a couple.
Simon does give the ball off to Shiflett, and Shiflett's not going to get much.
Give him a yard, 2 yards.
2nd down and 8. Lowell Johnson in on the stop for the Louisa Lions.
2nd and 8 for the Warriors.
2nd down, 8. Clock running, and that's all in Louisa's favor to keep that clock ticking.
See if they try to find Birch again now. Birch has been a main target for Simon.
They got Jordan Smith over here on this side for Louisa defensively.
A lot of time on this play, too.
Chase Miller's over on the other side for Louisa defensively.
9:05 to go, 4th quarter.
Simon's going to roll out the throw, throws down the field. A great catch by Birch.
And it's going to be close to a 1st down, very close.
Birch stretched out for that one, Tommy.
Yep.
Dove toward the sidelines and pulled it in. And Birch is quite a receiver, Tommy.
Yep.
He's a junior, 6'3", 182. He'll be back next year. And him and Simon are making quite a combination here tonight.
And this is a penalty at the end of the play. Yeah, going to be a 15-yard penalty on Louisa.
Yep, apparently there is. I didn't see the flag.
I didn't either.
All right. Weston's got the ball down on the Louisa 36 now. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Simon in the backfield. Simon going to throw again. Down the field he throws. He hits his man again. He's still on his feet. He's down inside the 15, down to the 14-yard line.
And that's Tuajay.
Yep. Number 28, same guy that caught the touchdown pass, and Weston is knocking on the door again, Tommy.
24 yards on that play.
Ball resting right on the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Drive started on their own 39. Simon pitches the ball back to Shiflett. Shiflett with the football, and he's dragged down. Got down maybe to about the 13-yard line where he's brought down. Caleb Shelton in on a stop for Louisa. Stephen Dean in on a stop for Louisa. 2nd down and 8 for the Western Warriors. And the clock running. We got 7 minutes and 50 seconds to go. A lot of time. Simon pitches the ball back. Shiflett got some running room, and he's hit and brought down. A nice defensive play by the Lions.
Loss of 4.
And Stephen Dean was the first guy to hit him. He made the initial hit for Louisa.
They're going to make a loss of 3.
And we're looking at a 3rd and 10 for the Western Warriors. Also in on the stop, Elijah Brooks for the Louisa Lions. All right, we're going to be down around 7 minutes when the ball is snapped. I look for the Western Warriors to air it out this time.
Birch goes right. Where's Letije?
He's the man. They got both of their best wideouts on the right side of the field. And that's where he's going to throw it. There's
Looking
his
right
man.
over the
Down
middle.
Incomplete. Nice defensive coverage that time by Louisa. Chase Miller making a big defensive play for the Lions. 4th down and
4th and 10. Yep.
This might be the football game, Tommy. If Louisa can stop them here on this 4th and 10, this might be the football game. All right.
And if you're Western, do you use a timeout here?
They haven't.
6:55 to go in the ball game. I think it went neither.
27 came in the ball game for Weston.
Powell.
That's Spencer Powell. All right.
Both of the big men, Birch and Letitia, go to the right. Same play.
Simon rolls that way. Simon throws that way. Got his man in the end zone. Incomplete. The guy that made the big play for Louisa was number 2, Chase Miller, I believe, Tommy. Yep.
And either way, if he had been intercepted, he was in the end zone, so it came out to the 20. Either way, they're going to get it at around the 20-yard line.
Chase Miller made the big play. And now let's see. Yep, first down, Louisa. Yep. And Chase Miller had him well covered too, Tommy. Well covered.
Now you need to take the time.
Yep.
Start grinding it.
Yep. All right, Louisa's got the ball on the 15-yard line. That's where they're going to take over. The last 3 times the Lions have touched the football, they have scored. Drove 59 yards, 64 yards, and 78 yards.
All right.
All right. I think we're going to see Shelton.
Wilson and Shelton.
Yep. It's
Nope,
Wilson. Wilson. Up the field. Wilson is brought down around the 17-yard line.
Give him 6.
Well, he got more than that.
Yeah, you got 6.
Yep. Second down and 4 for the Lions. Louisa's in no hurry. They're going to take as much time off that clock as they can, as long as they don't get a penalty for delay of game. Second and 4 for the Lions. Clock running.
Got the blocking back Fisher in there now,
They'll
too.
be down around 6 minutes when the ball is snapped.
See if Fisher comes left or comes right and they move with him. Nope, he's going left this time.
The ball is in the hands of, I believe that was Shelton, Tommy.
Yep.
He makes sure. Yep, Caleb Shelton, first down, Louisa. Direct snap to Shelton that time. First down, Louisa. And Tommy, what you said earlier might be a factor in this ball game. You said Western had a lot of people going both ways, and they may be wearing down a little bit here in the fourth quarter.
Yep. First and 10 Lions. 5:45 to go in the ball game. They're up 26-14 over Western Albemarle. What's been a well-played football game.
It has that, Tommy. A well-played football game. All right, the blocking back. Hike the ball to the blocking back.
Yep. Fisher.
Fisher got about 5 more.
Well, we're going to give him 7. Or 6.
6.
6. Yeah.
Most of the time tonight, Louisa's run from that spread formation, 2 wideouts. But now they've gone back to the old conventional single wing type football, Tommy, with the blocking back set. Because until this quarter, we haven't seen much of the blocking back. I think he had 1 carry in the third quarter.
Yep. For 9 yards.
Yep.
See which way. Usually the way he pulls is the way they run. And they're pulling right.
Shelton's
up the
got
middle.
running room. Shelton has got another Louisa first down.
Give him 9 on that one.
And Louisa's running the ball right now, the best they've run it the whole night. Most effective running game the Lions have had.
And I really think it is fatigue now.
Clock running. Winding down, Tommy. We're down into 4 minutes.
Austin Shiflett comes out of the game even right now, Dickie.
Yep. We're down around 4:30 and the clock running. Louisa doing a good job of clock management over on those sidelines too, Tommy. Letting that clock run down and taking as much time off of it as they can.
That offensive line doing a great job here in the second half.
All right. Wilson looks back.
He's by himself. No, Shelton's next to him in the backfield there.
Man in motion is McGee. Shelton, the ball carrier, he got nailed. He got nailed that time.
Yeah, loss of a yard.
Ferguson was the guy that nailed Shelton that time, and now we're looking at a 2nd and 12. for Louisa, but they running that clock, Tommy. We done it down. We'll be under 3.5 minutes when the ball is snapped this time. Weston has all their timeouts, but they are also 2 scores down. 26-14 Lions. Wilson letting that clock run. Louisa doing just a tremendous job of clock management.
In motion.
McGee.
Wilson keeps.
And Wilson's going to pick up about 5. And now I think Weston's going to use that first timeout. Weston just used that first timeout. Louisa looking at a 3rd and 8 across the way. Tommy trying to see if he can find out some more scores. This would be a big win tonight for the Louisa Lions if they come to Crozet and pull this one off, Tommy, and keep that streak going.
I'm triple tasking here, so bear with me. Forkier and Culpeper 10-10 in the 4th quarter. Tuscarero's loaded this year, 21-0 right now. 36-0, excuse me. Orange 21-0 still over Fluvanna. Monacan and Powhatan still shows 12-6.
That's anybody's ball game.
Spotsylvania 13, Easton View 7 in the 3rd quarter. King George 59-7 over Carolina final.
59?
Yep.
That's not a surprise. Caroline's been giving up lots of points, and King George has been scoring a lot of points lately.
Varana beat Freeman 42-7.
That means King George and Spotsylvania will play next week, and if King George can win that one, they'll probably be in the playoffs.
Massaponic blew out North Stafford 49-0.
And from what I understand, Massaponics is loaded.
Yeah. They would have been on Louisa's schedule, too.
Yeah, they are loaded. I'll probably get a call from Coach Coleman tonight to see what Louisa did.
33.
Broadcast a lot of Massaponics
33-6 Albemarle over Charlottesville in the 4th quarter.
All right, here we go. 3rd and 8. I think Louisa will keep it on the ground. Let's see. Nope. Wilson's going to throw it. And that is incomplete and almost intercepted. And Weston had 3 or 4 men around the receiver.
That was Brundrick.
That was the intended receiver, and Louisa was fortunate that one wasn't picked off.
Yeah.
They were fortunate it wasn't picked off. Now Louisa is going to punt the football. Let's see if McGee can get away another punt, Tommy. Last time he punted it was 52 yards. He has shown us something with his punting game tonight. Let's see if he can get off another one.
Been working on it.
All right, Louisa trying to get enough people out there on the field. Now they finally getting the last man they need out there.
Plenty of time, huh?
All right. This time he's kicking from the 45-yard line. All right, long. And he got it off, and a nice punt. Hits on about the 30, and Weston Albemarle fields it on about the 20. Well, let's see. That's inside the 20, Tommy.
Yeah.
Down on about the 18.
Yeah. Dickie, can he do that? He sat there, and the ball hit the ground and was bouncing in the air, and he called for a fair catch.
Well, he didn't really make a fair catch. He couldn't make a fair catch after the ball hit the ground.
Right, but I said, shouldn't there be a penalty for him?
I don't think so, because the ball had already hit the ground. He couldn't make a fair catch.
We'll ask Tim that. See what he knows on that one.
I don't think he couldn't make a fair catch, so it couldn't be a penalty for that.
But he raised his hand like that's what he wanted.
But the ball had already hit the ground.
Yeah. All right, the officials have got Weston back out on the field now. They're taking over, as you say.
18-yard line.
With 3:01 to go in the ball game. Rolls left, throws downfield. Smith jumped but couldn't get it. It was intended for Powell.
Tommy, if my math is right, he kicked that ball from the 40-yard line, and it ended up on the 18.
Yeah.
So he kicked that one 42 yards.
32.
No, He kicked it from the 40.
Okay, from
he
that
got
40.
10 to the 50. He got 30 to the 20, and then 2 more.
There you go.
42 yards.
Yep. Good bounce.
Yep.
All right.
Second down and 10. Simon gonna throw. He's way back there. He tosses it out there. And a nice catch and a nice tackle.
Great tackle.
The guy that made the tackle was
Caleb
Shelton.
Yep.
And I think the guy that caught the football was Austin Shiflett.
Yep.
It was.
And he ended up losing 2 yards on the play.
Right. Third down and 12 for the Western Warriors as the clock runs down on this one, Tommy. We down around 2:25 and counting.
2:22.
All right.
Twins right.
And Louisa, they jumped offside. I thought he jumped offside.
Stephen Dean. He might have been the man who's been blitzing all night.
Right. Yeah. Stephen Dean jumped offside. That's going to give Weston 5, but they're still going to be looking at a 3rd and 7 instead of a 3rd and 12.
I'm impressed with his freshman quarterback.
I
though.
am too, Tommy.
He that time started out rolling left and then went right. Got a good pass off. Didn't get any yardage out of it, but then he and Branch have hitched up on some great ones, and
Birch.
Birch and Latouche too.
But you'd also have to be impressed if Louis was a sophomore quarterback tonight too.
Absolutely.
High snap. And they're coming after him. Madison missed him. Has it passed downfield, and it is incomplete. That was a nice defensive play that time, Tommy, by number 6. Comfort.
Yep.
He was with him all the way. Comfort was with him all the way. Had him well covered.
I tell you what, Madison almost had him in the backfield.
Yes, he did. He did.
But that was a great show. Good arm, too, by the freshman.
That's right. 4th and 7. This will be the last gasp for the Western Warriors here, as we have a minute and 35 seconds to go. This is Western's last gasp. And
Foul comes out. Coming into the game is going to be Harrison Rader for the Western Albemarle Warriors.
Simon.
Twins both sides. See if we set up a screen for Shiflett.
Nope, he's going to throw it. That's his man, Birch. Caught it out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Caught it out of bounds. Yep. Birch caught it. Jordan Smith was right with him, but he caught it out of bounds.
Yep.
Yep.
Be incomplete.
And the Lions will take over. I say on the Western 22. That's where Louisa takes over. All right.
And with 1:28 to go, the Lions will probably just take a knee or two.
Yep. This one looks like it's salted away for victory number 35 in a row in the regular season. And I'll tell you one thing, I was very concerned about this one when we came up the road, Tommy. I thought this was going to be a real battle, and it did turn out to be a real battle, too. All right. Wilson. Shift it behind him. I'm sorry, Wilson with Shelton behind him. Hand off Shelton. And Shelton is going to be hit and brought down. Austin Shiflett makes the stop, and him and Caleb Shelton have collided quite a few times tonight, Tommy.
It'll be a gain of 2.
Let's see, did Weston take a timeout? No, they didn't. We got under a minute to go. This could be the last play of the football game. Could be the last play of the football game. Let's see. I got 45 seconds to go. This will be the last play of the football game. They pitched the ball out to Jordan Smith. And if he doesn't go out of bounds, it'll be the last play of football. He scored another touchdown, Tommy? Or did he step out of bounds?
I think he's out of bounds.
They pitched the ball to Jordan Smith.
No. They said
Touchdown. And he went
22
yards.
2 yards, yeah.
And somebody's hurt over there
Yeah.
for Weston, Tommy. Same play that Jordan Smith went 63 yards on. The
Yeah.
very same play. That pitch out to Smith, 22-yard run. And it came with 31 seconds, I believe it is, left, Tommy, in the ball game. All right, and the Lions will go up 32-14. And let's see if they kick the extra point. I would imagine they're going to kick the extra point. Let's see. Yep, they're going to kick the extra point. All right. All right, ball is going to be down. Kick is up. Kick looks good. Kick is good, and that's going to probably be the final score here tonight, Tommy. 33-14. PAT by Lundy. And Western Louisa scores on a 22-yard drive. 33-14.
Yeah, in this game, Smith, 14 carries, 146 yards.
Yeah, this has been the breakout game for Jordan Smith.
Over 100 in the second half.
And now, when you play Louisa, you
Yeah.
not only got Shelton to worry about, you got Jordan Smith to
Yep.
worry about. Yep. This has been his breakout game, no question about it. All right, we still got 31 seconds to go. The Lions are going to keep that unbeaten streak of the regular season intact. Victory number 35 in a row. Next week, it'll be the Albemarle Patriots in the Jungle. And in all likelihood, a Louisa win in that game will put the Lions in the playoffs.
Going into the second half, Austin Shiflett had 10 carries for 112 yards. He ends up 17 carries at 119 yards.
And he got all of these yards on that
On
one
one
play,
play.
that 98-yard run.
Yep.
As the kick, short,
And out of
out of
bounds.
bounds.
Yep.
That's where Weston will take over. And what might be the last play of the football game coming up, just depends. They might air it out and might not be the last play of the football game. All right, they're going to put the ball down on the... Let's see where they are putting the ball down, Tommy.
They're not putting the ball out there yet even. They're asking for it. There we go.
Now we got the football.
Billy Lilly underhands it. All right.
Is that our buddy refereeing tonight, Tommy?
That is. He's one of them out there. 1st and 10 from the 35.
All right. See if the Warriors air it out. Simon. Yep. He's going to roll. He's going to throw. Got his man. And he breaks a tackle. And he's at the 40. And he's at the 35. He's at the 30. Quentin Wash runs him down from behind. Down on the 28-yard line. And he's had himself a great game, too. TJ has, Tommy, for Weston.
37 yards on that one.
Yeah. He's a big fella.
Yep.
6'5", 219-pound junior.
17 seconds to go.
All right.
Yep.
Lions have got it won, 33-14, but we're not sure what the final score is going to be because Weston has got the ball down on the 27-yard line, 28-yard line. I tell you one thing, Tommy, Weston's got a few weapons in the passing game, too. Simon's a freshman, and Birch is a junior, and then Tujag is a junior, too. All right. And both of these teams, Tommy, ought to be good next year, too. Or this fall. Now, it's not next year, it's this fall. All right, let's see what the Warriors can do here from their own 28. The waning seconds of the ball game. Simon being rushed. Rolls out. He's throwing it in the end zone. And it is incomplete. And the guy making the play was Comfort. And we got 2 seconds to go, I believe. No,
.2. Is that .2 seconds?
No, it's
10.2. 10.2, yep.
All right. Weston's got time for at least one more play. Big win tonight for the Louisa Lions to come to Crozet and pull this one off in a game that both teams needed to win for their playoff aspirations. All right, Simon, the young freshman. Back to pass. Looking. He's putting it in the end zone. He's looking for Birch. Got him for a touchdown. Birch for a touchdown with 3.8 seconds to go. And that was, what did I tell you, Tommy? 28 yards. 28-yard touchdown pass. Simon to Birch. All right. Now it's 33 to Weston kicking the extra point or going for 2. I believe they're going for 2. Let's see. .8 seconds to go. And they're going to go for 2. Simon. Going to throw. Rolling. Being rushed. Jump pass. Got his man again for the 2-point conversion. Yep. And that's the man that's had a great game too, Tommy. Carson Tujag for the 2-point conversion. Simon to Tujag, and he rolled out through a jump pass that time.
You know, we talked about coming up here and seeing the running backs. I have Wilson 8 of 19 for 110 yards and 2 touchdowns. I've got the young freshman Simon 11 of 23, 163 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yep. Turned out to be the quarterbacks.
Yep.
Freshman Landon Wilson for Louisa and sophomore Landon Wilson for Louisa and freshman Nathan Simon for Western Albemarle. And now we get ready for the kickoff. It's a 33-22 ball game.
And I'm getting things added up as we go here, so we'll be in good shape, hopefully.
That last drive, Tommy, did you get where it started?
The Western 35.
Okay. So that's a 65-yard drive. All right. This, in all likelihood, is the last play of this football game. If they run the kickoff back, it'll be the last play. So fair catch it. All right. Here we go. Been quite a football game tonight in Crozet. As a kick, it's an onside kick. And the ball is going to go to bounds. So we're going to have another play And, all right, Louisa's going to get the ball. And should be the last play of the football game. 33-22, and Tommy, we've had 2 scores in the last 28 seconds of the football game. Louisa scored with 31 seconds to go, and Western scored with 3.8 to go. And all of a sudden, this defensive struggle we had turned out to be a 33-22 ball game.
Yep.
A lot of offense here in the second half, a lot of offense in the fourth quarter. Louisa scored let's see. Louisa has scored 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. And Weston has scored 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. That's the football game tonight from Weston, Tommy. And the final score, the Louisa Lions 33 and the Western Albemarle Warriors 22.
Hello, Team LCPS. This is Doug Straley, your proud superintendent, and thanks for tuning in today to this broadcast as we enjoy the opportunity to cheer on our Lions. To our Team LCPS students, parents, staff, and community members, thank you. Thank you for everything you've done to make this unique school year a success. It has taken a team effort to make the magic happen. In this community, our school board, our local leaders, and our local businesses have all joined together to get the job done. And especially to our parents out there, thank you for your continued support. You're the best of the best. And as your superintendent, please know I'm always here for you. And if you need anything, it's certainly my privilege to serve you. Thanks again for cheering on our Lions today. Enjoy the broadcast. Let's go, Lion Nation. Let's hear the roar.
All right, Dickie, we look at things here, and for Western Albemarle, on the ground, 22 carries, 132 yards, 98 of them came on one play.
Yep.
But the young freshmen, 11 of 23, 163 yards. They had 295 total yards. Louisa, led by Jordan Smith with 146 yards on the ground. Caleb Shelton had 99 yards on the ground, which was odd. You didn't think he would have that much tonight. Then it turns around. Louisa ends up 310 yards rushing and 110 in the air for 420 total yards. And this was a defensive battle.
That's right. That's what it was into the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
It was a 19-7 ball game when the fourth quarter started. It ended up a 33-22 ball game. And these two quarterbacks aired it out, Tommy. That's the freshman for Western, Nathan Simon, and Landon Wilson aired it out tonight for Louisa, too.
Yep, and the Lions will go to 5-0, keep that regular season unbeaten streak going. They had home against Western Albemarle. Against Albemarle. They're going east. So Albemarle next Friday night, 6:30 in the jungle. And so they need to win that game, and they should be in the playoffs.
Yeah, they should be in the playoffs. They win next week, Louisa should definitely be in the playoff. Yeah.
All right, I hope everybody enjoyed this. Boy, the first half looked like it was going to be a defensive battle all the way. Same way third quarter. Next thing you know, fourth quarter is boom, 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 boom.
Yep, 98-yard run by Austin Shiflett got the scoring started. 8-yard run by Landon Wilson. It was 7-6. And then Weston got on. That was early scoring. Then in the third quarter, Miller's touchdown pass from Wilson gave Louisa a 12-7 lead. And then a 50-yard touchdown pass, Wilson to Smith, gave Louisa a 19-7 lead. Weston came back on a 30-yard touchdown pass from Simon to Tugju for a 19-14 ball game. Lions got a 63-yard run from Smith, went up 26-14. Got a 22-yard run from Smith with 31 seconds to go in the game, went up 33-14. And Weston came back on a 28-yard touchdown pass from Simon DeBurch with 3.8 seconds to go in the ball game. Final score tonight from Crozet: Louisa Lions 33, Western Albemarle Warriors 22.
All right, I hope you enjoyed it. Next week, remember, it's Albemarle at Louisa, 6:30. Pre-game around 6:15. This has been Tommy Nelson, Dickie Purcell. Thanks to all the engineering crew for the great job they do always, and we'll see you next week. Good night, everybody.
And thank everybody up at Western Albemarle for their hospitality and allowing us to bring you this game tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you. Good night.